Exactly as fast and moves like a ghost. Mighty Mouse quick, but he's no ghost. The judge stands tall with his heavy head. Dirty stash grins, he's got a plan. He slaps and slams like a thunderclap. Who can press? Hear the table snap through the fingers. Grip so tight. Top row dreams in the heat of the fight. Through the fingers. Hold your ground. The roar of the crowd. The only sound.
Boom, we're live. We are live. We lost Jaron, but he did just message me. I'll be on in a few minutes. Won't work on my data. Oh, yeah, no problem. I could tell it wasn't going to work for him, so he was just spinning circles on the screen. So, how's it going, boys?
Good. Excited.
Yeah. Stu, are you working? I see you.
Me working every day.
Oh yeah, you're working. You're good. You're good. Yeah. Are you like you? What are you, a mutter? What are you?
I'm
do?
a mutter.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That's why you got a strong hand, right?
Yeah, and drywall.
Yeah. Oh, and drywall. Yeah. Did you know? We were talking the other day. You were my first pro match.
I was.
Yep, you were. Mm-hmm. Yep. You were the first guy I ever gripped up with pro. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty cool. Yeah. So you're like a highlight, eh? Fuck.
Yeah.
I can't remember who I first gripped up with in a pro division.
Well, you should remember. Yeah, you got to remember. Everybody remembers their first pro they gripped up with. Ty, yeah, okay, yeah.
Was that in Hinton?
Yeah.
That was in Hinton.
Not Hinton.
Battle Zone?
Drayton Valley.
Drayton Valley.
Right there?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was the last Stronghold tournament. Well, before Fraser
Drayton
bought it.
Valley.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Me and you started the same fucking day, Travis. That was your first pro. That was my first amateur, but still, my first amateur was your first pro. So, yeah, pretty close. Close at the same time. Yeah.
How long you been pulling down there, Travis? Oh.
He'll be back. He's just getting comfortable.
Here,
that chair that you
service in my office here right now.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, on this end, you're fine. You look okay, and I can hear you good. Clifton Erickson.
You guys are tinny and it's cutting in and out.
No, for us, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell
you. It might just be
so
many of us too, maybe. Yeah.
So I asked you there, Clifton. Freaking Travis, how long you been pulling for now? Like, how long you been wrestling?
What's that? Sorry.
How long you been arm wrestling?
It's 5 years this year. It was 5 years. 5 years in March since I've been training, and I guess August would be 5 years since my first competition. So 5 years.
Fuck yeah! August is 4 years since my first.
You probably doubled in size too.
Yeah. So it's around a little bit.
Yeah.
Certain parts anyway.
Yeah. Well, I know your speed's gotten fucking amazing. So.
Speed's good. My hand feels pretty good.
Yeah. I wish I knew you were that fast. You flashed the fuck out of me last time you pulled.
Yeah. I surprised myself there too. Well, I hadn't pulled left since I tore it. Like I hadn't competed, and so I hadn't hit on it for 4.
You didn't hold back. It was like wham! I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know you were that fast. Yeah. Oh yeah. I won't ever make that mistake again, boy. Holy shit!
I didn't either.
Yeah, it was awesome. No, I was really happy
Yeah,
for
it
you, even though it was me
felt
losing
good.
to you. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Um, oh, someone's ringing. Someone's ringing. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that was
The
me.
well, you did really good at Battlezone. I liked how you came back too. You know, it was really good. Jesse kind of got the best of you early, and then you figured him out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd been kind of training. His hand is so strong. Like
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy. So I couldn't get out of it. I fought for a ref script thinking I could maybe fuck him in the setup and get out. And, excuse me, I just couldn't. And so I end up on the first one, he fucking ran me down. I got a little tight in my arm, so I kind of I was like, I'm not coming back from that. So I
Yeah.
kind of watched. I was like, oh, whatever, tried, and then kind of came back on the B side there and had
Yeah.
good matches with you and Jeremy and a couple
Yeah.
other guys there, and then
Was
had
that
him in the
Broncos
final.
or you went up?
And same thing, I couldn't get out of his hand, so I fouled. And then the next one, I pulled him off the pad because I couldn't get out, but there was just no side pressure. So I got my setup or whatever, and then I started practicing, training, and I just hit with him.
Yeah.
So I just come back around, then I open his hand up, and I slipped, got the strap, ran to the pad, and then on the next one he caught me, and it was sloppy and nasty, but the thing I had, I just hung off his hand until I got him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. That was good.
That's my first place in a pro division.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and you did it. Like it was really good, especially coming back because I remember when he first beat you that first round, you were like, I don't fucking know, his fucking hands retarded. And then you did, yeah, you kind of, it wasn't that you low handed, but you did like you kind of gave it and then took it, right? Like,
I went with his hit.
Yeah.
And because I've been doing it in practice, and it takes everybody's power away.
Yeah.
So as soon as you go with it, they stop pushing. So
Yeah.
I came with it and back around, and then I took the hand, and then went to the strap, and then he's freaking strong in the strap too, but I was just a little bit faster.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
But he's going to be a fucking problem for a lot of people. That left hand of his is crazy.
Well, he was one of his first practices ever. I got to pull with him, and I said that. Well, I was holding him center table at that time, but I don't pull left, so I never did feel his left, right? And but I remember saying to myself, "This guy's fucking strong. He's going to get good quick." Yeah.
His left, I would say, is almost twice as strong as his right.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because his right didn't feel like much, but his left,
his left, that hand, it's fucking stupid.
Is he left-handed?
I think so.
I don't know. I know he does like that on the Rolling Thunder. He's got a pretty crazy number on there. I can't remember what it was. If I were to guess, it's like close to 200 or something.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah. So you know, fuck, you guys got some matches coming up, and I think we should definitely talk about them. You really punched up, Travis. After researching your opponent, at first I didn't really know who he was. Now I've been researching him, and I think I like the fact you challenged Joel Hansen. Or I think that's how it happened. Yeah, you challenged him, right?
I asked him. Joel's awesome. I pulled Joel a few times. I pulled him when I first started, and then me and him have had Supermatch before. He was my second ever Supermatch.
Oh, wow.
He was actually in the Border Rivals 1.
Okay. Yeah.
And I pulled. So that's almost 4 years ago now. So I 3-0'd him left, and then he 3-2'd me right.
Yeah.
Nice. So, but then this year at Nationals, like I think he podiumed left and right arm at Nationals at 242. I think he was maybe second in one and third in the other.
Yeah. So, yeah, he looks pretty good. I've seen him.
He's really good.
Well, I seen that super match with Randy Sparling, and even though I think Randy won, I still was pretty impressed by him. Yeah, he's definitely no joke. Yeah. I think your match is could be a fucking tooth grinder. Like, we'll see.
Yeah, you never know. He's and I like it too because he's a bigger guy too. Like his weight, he's like me. His weight will swing, so he'll pull at 242, or if he doesn't want to cut, he'll be 260, 270. So he goes around 255, 260. I just weighed myself. I was 263 with clothes on, so I'm
Go.
little lighter right now. So
Yeah. Well, I my prediction, because I gave it already 5 times, I picked you to win the left and him to maybe edge you out on the right, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But everyone else has said the opposite.
okay.
But I think that you have, you know what, with that speed of that left, I don't know. I just think highly of your left now that you flashed me once.
Yeah.
So I picked your left to beat him. Yeah.
Hey, Jared, you're upside down for some reason.
Yeah,
How the hell did you do that?
how'd you get upside down? Yeah, I didn't even think it lets you do that.
You're gonna get a nosebleed.
Yeah, you're gonna get a head rush. Yeah, they got you upside down. Your camera's upside down, Jaron. Somehow you're looking at us in your head. He left. He's like, "Fuck."
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah. Well, I don't think his
He has
sound.
a chin-up bar hanging from his roof, and he's just sitting there hanging upside down.
Oh, here he is again. Oh, Joel's in the chat. Hey, Joel. Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime to hop on, brother. If you don't want to do tonight, maybe we can get you on another night. Not quite right. Massador just got me. I beat him first, and then he beat me.
Sounds like they need a super match soon.
Okay.
Okay, that'd be for nationals.
Okay. Yeah.
So did you podium then, Joel? I thought you did both arms, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know he's pretty good. So
Joel's good.
yeah, happy
And
he's coming.
He's fucking sticky too. Like he's really sticky. He's got a really good he's got that stop and he gets real fucking nasty with it, and he's sticky.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for our match.
Yeah, his lever looks long to me, but I just off camera I was looking at it, right? So I don't really know, but
yeah, he's got long arm, long hand.
yeah. That always fucks me. I don't like it when they're too long usually.
Like Colin Vandersteen's arm.
Okay, yeah. But with it, you can just down. I don't know. I never pulled Colin, but I would just chop and rip downwards if I had it. Like, remember how I beat Yuri at Battle Zone? Yuri was he was just so high. He was just so high.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just said, fuck you. And I went down like this. And chopped him. Yeah. Ben Souls taught me it a long time ago. Yeah. You showed me how to chop. With the ulnar, do you like the chop down? Ulnar chop?
Inside presser.
Yeah. Well, I did it in an outside way, though, even though it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like I went inside, outside. There's Joel.
Can you guys see me?
Yep, here you
We can hear you now.
There's
Okay.
Joel. Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Oh, how are you?
But now Travis is gone.
No, Travis is back. It's just there we go. We got everybody. We got Joel now. Joel's in the house, Travis.
shit,
I think he is.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there. Just
I think so.
said I had no
I-
internet for a
It's
second.
just a black screen right now, Joel.
Okay, I can fix that.
Yeah.
No.
And now Darren's sideways.
Yeah, but that's better than upside. Better than upside.
He's making his way around.
Yeah, let me see here.
There we go.
He'll be on the other side next time.
Joe Nello, hey brother. Who we got here? Peg City Punisher, Dan Hogue. Oh, okay, nice. Is that your nickname, Peg City Punishers? Oh, is that the name of your club? Probably.
Yes, name of the club. Yeah.
Super Dogs. Yeah. Well, yeah, Dan Hogue. Yeah, I'd like to grip up with him. I've been watching him pull just on the few videos that I've seen, and I think me and him are very similar. I think Dan. I'm hoping that I have some arm left for the tournament. I can enter in a class the next day in the tournament. That's what I'd like to do. Yeah. Are you pulling the tournament, Travis?
I don't know. I'll see. It all depends on how me and Joel go on Friday.
Yeah. It'd be nice to get you guys on the ranking of the new rankings, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll all depend on Friday. How beat up I am.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
same with me.
Yeah.
Even if you're not feeling that good, just go up there and just try it your best. And if you suck that day. But at least you still get on the rankings.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah, I
true.
think I'll go through it. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that it is only a one-time shot for the rankings in a sense, because after the first event, it will be super match based only for rankings, right? So, yeah. So it's like the first event sets the rankings, and then after that, it's like if you lose in the tournament, the guy calls you out. Then at the next event, you'll be pulling them the night before for rankings, you know.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Like if you beat somebody, let's say you're 6 and you beat the second place guy, you now just earned a shot for number 2, right? So yeah, that's how we're doing it. Like what the first, because we don't have rankings yet, the first tournament is going to solidify the rankings. So where you land that day, that's the rankings. So yeah, it
Don't give
doesn't
her at
matter.
all.
It doesn't matter where you're from. Like we don't care. Like
Yeah, I was going to say that.
yeah, if you compete in the league, you get ranked in the league. Like that's how it's going to work, right? So
Nice.
yeah, I like it like that.
What are you weighing, Joel?
Right now, we're 256 about.
Okay.
256
Yeah,
about.
I was just 263 close on at night. So
Oh, that's
That's
not
good.
bad.
That's good. No, I'm excited. It'll be good.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, we're all excited for your guys' match. How you feeling right now?
Oh, pretty good, I would say. Right now, we started training sort of more serious. Before I've been doing it for 8 years, so like 7 years, 7.5 years, probably just like table time basically only. And now it's starting to do like more arm wrestling specific lifts. So
Nice. Just add a little bit of power to that.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Yeah, that's good. You build the foundation, you build the tendons, you build the movement on the table, and then you add the power later on. I think that's probably the best way to do it. I kind of went the other way and ripped everything
And then you
apart.
get to the old man power.
Yeah. I'm starting to tap.
Work your way there.
Power.
You work your way there. Yeah. Yeah.
Is when does that kick in? Because I think I'm already starting to get it. I'm pretty old. So. I'll be in 2 years and a little bit. I'll be a grandmaster. So, yeah.
I'll be in great grandmasters.
First year pulling masters for me. So,
yeah. I am. Yeah, I know you're young, Travis.
Yeah. Fuck, Joel's just a baby.
Yeah,
25.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh fuck, you got so much time.
Yeah. He's not even in his full man frame yet.
Yeah. Oh fuck, that's trouble. Yeah. What did Dan Hogue? Dan Hogue says, "I'm sure we will grip up one day." Yes, very soon. Maybe that's sad. Maybe soon. We'll see. As soon as I see you, anyway, at one of these events, I'll grip up with you. Yeah.
What'd you end up placing at nationals, Joel? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, you were right actually. So it was second and then third. I lost to Matador for third place or something like that. I beat him the very first pull we had, and then the second pull we had, he got me.
So second left, third right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, Sador's strong guy, man. That's a good win.
Yeah, it helps you. Showed me my weaknesses for sure. It's definitely which is good.
Yeah. Because sometimes you find that you were getting outpowered just in some situations.
I always would get turned up, palm up, and I would, especially at practices, I hold a lot of people just palm up and stuff. Yeah. So then on my right, I don't have the pronation really to sit with that. So then trying to go offensive when your palm up isn't really great for the elbows.
You train for the
bicep.
Yeah, exactly. You train the hold, but then you have to. Yeah, I know what you're saying. And I got that for a while where I was like, I thought I was really strong in practice because I would just hold everybody, but it did nothing for my pinning power. Right? Yeah. Like now I got to pin you. Oh fuck! I didn't practice that. You know what I mean? I thought I was just awesome because I held you center. Yeah.
I did the same thing for a long time, whereas I'd hold, same thing, kind of palm up. And stick, but then in a match, like that's not where you want to be ever. So I started training more. So if I'm holding guys, I'm pronated up and I'm holding them and closer to center and then kind of readjusting to get behind it.
Yeah.
right? Because I did that for so long, just being like, oh, because I had super strong biceps, which they're great until they aren't.
Yeah.
So, which I found out the hard way, right? So,
yeah. Yeah, I think we all go through that where we get real strong finally on the table, but then we're not really practicing properly, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah, I still say biceps are number one.
I don't train mine at all anymore.
yeah, I train my lock. I train my bicep lock because it's just my defensive move. But I don't really go hard on my biceps now. But I still do table curls. I still love my table curls. Yeah, I love them.
I have something. I thought it was ulnar nerve issues, but now I'm thinking it's my UCL in there, and it's bugged me for years. And as soon as I go to lift anything heavy, it flares it up, and I'm fucked for weeks. So I literally, after I tore my bicep, and I just was doing bands with my left arm, and then also my left arm came way back better than my right arm. So now it's all I do is just either bands or just pulleys, but I just do like 2,000 reps a day, and I'm just doing my pronation, my supination, rise, my cup, wrist curls in different directions, reverse wrist curls, behind the back wrist curls. And then every second day, I'll kind of do either like pull-ups or dips and then JM presses and stuff like that. And then thumb and kind of climb. I'll do 200 of those every day. And then just the last 3 weeks, I started doing my rice bucket again, just to thicken it up a little bit. But
I don't know.
Since I started doing at practice, I find like my containment's better. Everything's better. I'm always healthy for practice. Yeah. And then like my biceps probably get hit when I'm doing my pull-ups or whatever. But other than that, I don't do any of that old stuff I used to do. It just, I think it just
doesn't do much for you for arm wrestling.
No. So now that I've just been training the tendons, I found the last year, and like even look at my match when I came back against, 3 matches since I lost to Chuck, or 2 matches, I guess. I had Ilya in December, and I felt really good against him. And then just when I pulled in Calgary there, and I had my right arm match against Wade, and I felt fucking awesome. And then left arm in the tournament, and you felt that. So
oh yeah, well yeah. Speed blew me away.
I actually never really trained bicep besides what I had when I came into arm wrestling, and I did. Then I started doing it a little bit, but ever since I felt Tim Lewis, having that heavy, strong bicep, I find is it's so helpful. It's one of the most helpful things.
Well, and especially for how you're pulling, right?
Yes.
Like you have such a like kind of that, I don't know what like almost like an open hand offensive top roll. It's like a king's move, but you're dragging across instead of stuck there, right? So you're all bicep, right? So for how you pull, it works. And obviously having a strong bicep does work in the sport. And I came into the sport with really strong biceps, but it was almost my kryptonite having it because I relied so much on it. And then that's what happened when I pulled Lee and I fucking blew it. Yeah. Right. So it's almost one of those where it's like arm wrestling is so funny. It's like a sport where it's better if you come in weak because you actually learn how to
build on it.
I was just jamming the fucking triangle through the square hole for fucking years because I couldn't do power stuff. And then you get to a point where everybody starts getting really good. And then you're like one trick pony. I just have a bicep. Right. So and plus supination trains your bicep. Like I get so much bicep training on my supination anyway, so they're getting built. I just don't do anything heavy anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it really comes down to your training style and your pulling style. Like you were training your biceps so damn much, but every time you go to the table, it's like your biceps get so damn strong, but you're not even pulling that way on the table.
Well, no, like I'm not gripping up with if you're here, you're kind of fucked. So how many times are you pulling from here? And it can work against some guys, but eventually like my lat's going to be stronger than most guys' biceps. Yep. Right. So you're not going to like, if I can do a, 200-pound lat drag, not many guys can curl or hold 200 pounds like that. So eventually you're going to have more bigger muscles working against that one muscle.
Paul Andrews in the house. Hey, buddy. We hear you, I think.
Hey, and to be honest,
buddy, how's it going?
How's it going? Yeah, you out in the boonies? Yes.
You're in and out, yeah.
Yeah.
You hear
Yeah, I
me?
can hear you now. Yeah. Yeah. How are you?
You carry on. I'm just having to
What?
listen.
I think,
Oh.
yeah. I don't know if your signal's the best where you are. Yeah.
I
Not
was
sure.
doing what I just did for 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's okay because we all find that happens.
He's not upside down though.
Am I upside down right now?
No,
You're
you're just looking over like we're a baby laying in a crib right now.
not. Yeah.
Well, I got mine right under me.
Yeah.
There you go. How are you feeling, Jaron? You all ready?
I'm sore right now. I just had a practice with Joseph and Danny Myers, and Chad came up from Great Falls in
Nice.
Creston.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I practiced with them on Saturday, and I wasn't sure where I was for strength wise because I haven't been practicing at all. I just had a kid, and
Yeah.
I just been training. But me and Joseph are pretty close on the left hand, so that made me feel pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm kind of beat up, but like where I was sore, I'm starting to feel good now. So I'm pretty happy. I think I think I did this prep right. So
When you say Joseph, do you mean
Stephenson.
is that the guy that beat me?
Yep, that is the guy that beat you.
Really, yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, he's a bit heavier. He's 176er.
Yeah. I swear I
Yeah.
pulled him to 136 that tournament.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he was so
arms again
fundamental,
tourney.
man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
That's not the one with the pink flower socks, is it?
With the what?
One that
You're
had
talking
the
about
pink flowery socks.
That's that Santino guy, Bravo, isn't
No.
that was a
Yeah,
totally different guy. This guy was the guy that had a super match with Andrew Quintana.
it? I think Zach destroys Santino. So.
Maybe we'll find out one day.
Yeah, you will.
No, I know
so.
for a fact Zach does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does.
I know because he for some reason that Samuel guy pulled every single weight class, and when I went up against him, actually that's a lot. I said I never flashed anyone. That's my only flash pin, but he's also half my weight.
He's also 110, 5 pounds, skin and bones.
He's 132.
Half my weight.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So, what about you, Stu? How you been feeling? You get
Good. I haven't done really a whole lot of training since Calgary, I guess, but lots of drywall work, right? So
yeah. Always
pounding drywall, lifting 5/8
all day.
lots.
Yep. That'll do it. Yeah, I remember when I first pulled you. I remember saying that guy had a strong hand. Yeah. So. Yep. And then you let me know that it popped. I still remember.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I got him and his hand, it popped really loud. And he goes, "It fucking popped. You popped it." I'm like, "Yeah, I did." Yeah. Thanks, Stu. Yeah. But I beat Ben that day too. So I had a good first pro outing that day.
Yeah.
You beat Len that day, nice.
No, not Len. Ben's holes, yeah.
Oh, Ben, okay.
Ben's.
So this match against Mike there, that might be a gooder.
Yeah, you think? Are you feeling it is? Do you think he's going to
Yeah. We've arm wrestled before. He did beat me, but then again, I just okay. I think I can figure this out.
Okay. Do you think you got his hit down packed, or?
I do, yeah. And for Dale, well, that's going to be fun. Not sure how that's going to go. I'll know I'll get the hits on him. It's just me finishing. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dale's not easy to finish.
No, it's not.
Don't fight.
But I mean, it's a good idea. I'm glad. I'm thank you very much, because that match I know still means a lot to him. Dale wants to compete in our event, right? So
Yeah.
He
Well,
hasn't
I want
missed.
revenge too. So
There you go. There you go. Yeah, and he's never not competed at one of our events. Like he's always had a match. So he
yeah,
didn't want to break tradition, right? So
yeah.
yes, Miles Hutton. Hey, buddy, another stud that's in the event. Miles Hutton. That match is going to be
They almost
crazy.
smoked this guy.
Who's he pulling again?
Hugh
You know,
Nutbrown.
Oh,
That match is the main event. Actually, it's
okay,
Such a
nice.
good man.
Yeah, are you gonna go over what the loadout is?
yeah. Oh yeah, I will. I will. And actually, yeah. You know what? I'm better off to just do that, right?
Yeah.
So here, I'll do it. I'll do it now. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll do it now. You guys want to just talk about
Yeah,
each one,
hey Brian, just say all the matches
and then you just
from
pick the ones.
1 to 15 first, and then we'll
Okay.
know.
I'll just say them all. So we
Yeah,
won't
that's
talk
what I mean.
about a single
Go through
match.
them first, yeah.
I'll just say them all, and then the ones that resonate with you guys, we'll fucking talk away on them. Okay, first one, Santiago versus Dion Wilson. Chago Munez, Dion Wilson. Then we got Brad Stone Cold Prince versus Michael Seabrook. Then we have Zach Monroe versus Paul Andrews. Wow, it's getting pretty good already. Jason Shaw versus Jackson Hickey. Then we got Jaron Blackmore versus Austin McLeod. Then we got Jared Freeman versus Yuri. You say the last name, somebody else. And then we got Travis Robertson versus Joel Hansen. Then we got Deadly Dale versus Stewart Doyle. Then we got Stewart Doyle versus Mike Schaff, the Madman.
Are you doing back to back on me?
Well, usually we do that for guys, so that way you're
Okay.
ramped. And
You don't have a huge adrenaline dump in between.
Yeah. Then we got Cody Mighty Mouse Sluggett versus Jeff the Machine Gun Miller. Then it's me. No. Then it's Maria Peterson versus Leah Cornelson. Then it's me versus the Judge versus the Bull, Len Houghton.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Let Travis back in. I gotta see what he missed. What did you miss, Travis?
Sorry, guys. I don't know. I keep losing signal here.
It's okay. What was the last match you heard?
You and Lenny.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's me and Lenny. Then it's Caleb Freeborn versus Greg Deneen. Oh no, did I miss you altogether? No, I said your match. Yeah, you're going right and left. Yeah, so Joel and Travis are right and left. Then it's me, Lenny, Caleb Freeborn versus Greg Deneen, and then Hugh Nutbrown versus Miles Hutton. And that's the whole list. And that's a crazy list.
So that's what, 15?
Yeah.
15 total. Yeah.
Nice.
13, well, there's 28 guys, but you have a double header and Stu's got a double header. So,
yeah.
So 28 guys.
What time does it start?
It's going to have to start at 6.
Okay.
It was 7 originally, but I don't think everybody wants to pull till 1 a.m. So,
well, just the super matches?
It's 15.
Yeah, it's just
15 of them. Just super matches, yeah.
15 super matches will be done in 2 hours, 3 hours tops.
You think so?
If there's no
we did 25.
wars,
We did 25 at my event last year, and it was 3 hours.
Okay.
we plan for it to be good, but you never know.
Yeah, I just never know with this card. Like I'm looking at all the matches, and I see a lot of possible 3-2s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even then, Brian, I would say 3 hours tops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, even if we did start at 7, it's only going to go to 10. And you know what? I think 7 to 10 is a good match.
But I think starting at 6 is a good idea. Will give us more daylight.
Well, listen. I'm gonna say we'll say 6 for now, and the thing is, there's gonna be viewers, right? So we have to make sure the time. Originally, I did post 7 o'clock, so you know what? Maybe
I would say 7 makes more. I would say 7 makes more sense for a Friday if you want people coming out there. Like most people work till 5 or 6.
That's true too, and there's people coming to watch. Yeah, like Randy Sparling was talking about coming out and watching. A whole bunch of people were. Yeah.
I don't think. 7. I don't think we'll run much.
I think it'd be. I think that would be
10
good.
Would be, 10 would be late.
Yeah, you know what? Okay. We'll stick. I'll take your advice, Travis. Yeah, we'll start at 7. Yeah. I was just getting
because you
worried. We were
you never
getting
know.
worried.
But like
Yeah.
you never know. You could have barn burners. It's just the last 4 that I've done. Like we've like this last one was 25 matches, and there were some barn burners on there, and I think it was maybe 3 hours 20, and that was
Okay.
25 matches.
Yeah.
So
No, you're right.
but
Okay.
you got good refs coming too,
Yeah.
so there's going to be no fucking around,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's a big thing too.
Yeah.
We're
That's
gonna do
And good
like 30
and good
second
matchups.
walkthrough.
It doesn't like there's not a lot of dickheads on the card that are going to be fucking around or
no.
anything. So I think everybody's going to be there to win, right? Like,
There's a couple dickheads, but
Does this sound right? 30-second walkouts, and then for the main event, we'll do a 1-minute walkout, and then just maybe 30 seconds talking to the winner. So
it's just
it'll
real
be
quick winner. That's it.
and a minute and a half of downtime, besides like the actual match where we're doing a walk-in and a little talking to the guy after. But
Yeah.
Well, did we ever actually fully agree if we're doing a minute rest time matches, or is it 30 seconds?
60 seconds, but it has to be
60
strict.
seconds.
It has to be a timer. It has to be on a timer. Like the refs have to be militant. See, I'm fine with a minute. I think a minute's good, but a lot of times it turns into 2 minutes or like it gets.
If it's 1 minute, I mean, if you put it to 1 minute, a lot of the time the guys come back before a minute.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
A lot of times, yeah. So,
Unless it's a really big burner. If someone got flashed, they're not going to wait 60 seconds.
no. Yeah, if it's just like boom, it's the round ended. Why? Neither guy wants to wait a minute usually. You know. So. Yeah, no, that's true.
I always want to take that full time.
Well, no, not if I'm on. If I'm on a roll, I don't want guys to get too much time figuring things out, talking to their corner. If I can rush it, I will rush it back to the table. Yeah, there's strategy in that too, right? And I'm pretty sure Sean's going to make it in time to be there for my corner because I really need Sean. I want Sean in my corner.
I want Sean in my corner too.
Yeah, I bet.
Everybody wants Sean in the corner.
Well, he's always been. Listen, I feel lost when I don't. I'm just used to being spoiled that way. You know what I mean? And I do well when Sean's my cornerman. Yeah, I do really well when he's my cornerman. So, yeah. I don't know if I listen to him or not, but he's definitely a luck charm. I definitely try to listen to him. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, yeah. Okay, so those are the matches. Like. Whatever. What? I guess you can talk about your own match, but I mean, if there's a single match that stands out to you other than your own, then talk about that. I guess. Yeah. I lost somebody. I don't know who I lost there.
Jaron.
Oh, Jaron. Okay. Well, if he can come back,
I think Miles and Hugh is really interesting.
Yeah, that match is.
Have they arm wrestled before? I think so. Right?
Yeah, they have.
Especially seeing Hugh at provincials.
Yeah, Hugh got a
Victor. Yeah, big win over Victor.
Yeah, that's a huge win. Jordan Weeb, there's a beast. 176 fucking super tank. Jordan Weeb. Yeah, I love taking my time between rounds, he says. Well, yeah, no, definitely that's your thing. I do too sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Oh, what is this? We got Saggy Nards. Hey, Saggy Nards. I've never seen you before. Welcome to
I haven't heard anybody say Nards in like fucking 15 years.
We're doing a 2-pound clothing allowance, right?
Is 2-pound clothing allowance, and that's the same thing I said. So that's what we said too. If there was a specified weight, because it was up to the competitors if they wanted to make it, you know what I mean. So if there's a specified weight, the people have to come in within the clothing allowance. So the clothing allowance in the tournament is 2 pounds. So if there's a specified weight on the super match, then people are obligated to come in within 2 pounds of the target weight. So,
but you know what?
Just say.
If you go on the scale, but your boxers, you ain't getting 2 pounds.
Well, no, I mean, Yeah, but I
It's called
think
clothing.
I don't even
If you
think
got no
there's
clothing,
only a couple
Ball
matches.
sack allowance then.
There's only a couple matches where I think the competitors, you know, he stated that it had, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, we just you know what? I didn't we didn't really do a lot of promoting. We kind of just said, you know what, you got a match and you bring a match to us, you can get on the card. I think it's easier that way. As a promoter, trying to find someone an opponent and stuff, it gets fucking hard. Like actually, even
Yeah.
with you, Travis, at first, I was like, well, who the fuck do we get to pull Travis? It's like you can't just pull out you just can't pull anybody. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have to find somebody that's going to make it a good match. So you did good.
You know what? It's what I love about this community too is a lot of people come together to help. Like I know for my event between like Des out in Saskatchewan and Miles Hutton, like they helped me plan like half that event. Like Miles, I get on the phone with Miles and call, and you know you're on the phone with Miles for an hour and a half, and he's just spitting out, well, you know, I think this guy'd be a good match, and well, I think you know these two are interesting, and you should try to get, you know, I'll reach out to this guy for you, and then Des was the same. She was like, hey, like we got a lot of these young guys in Esteban and Moose Jaw and stuff that we don't really have access to or know, right? So I think that's what really helped me is them coming together. And but yeah, it's a lot of freaking legwork, is getting everybody and making sure everybody's schedules fit. And you can do this, and you got this guy got hurt or this guy drops out, and right. It's that's why I start building mine about usually September. If we have my events usually end of November, first week in December, and so around September, October, I start matching up. Because it takes that long to make sure everybody is able to do it, and they come and you get commitment, and then if people back out, you get backups, and it's it's not easy, that's for sure. But as the sport grows, I think it's just there's enough people to kind of come in and help, which is nice. Like you said for this one, like it kind of almost came together where people were like, hey, I'll take a match and call this guy out, and right. So that's where it's nice that it's growing and there's so much support in the community to get that.
Well, yeah, no, I agree, Travis. And you know, another thing is too, you know, with all us promoters now, right? I think if there's a super match that someone really needs to happen or wants to happen, they should be reaching out to you, to us, to Fraser, to Mike Shaft. You know what I mean? They should be saying, "Listen, I have a super match. Can we do it at your promotion?" You know what I mean? Because if the pullers start taking initiatives that way, because you know what, this bullshit about like I was seeing some shit a while ago in the States. They were talking about all these new guys wanting super matches. It's like they haven't earned it yet and all this shit. I'm like, you know what? That's a big crock of shit right there. I think if you want to get better, you should be on it trying to get super matches.
Step up. Yeah.
Yeah, and you really learn the most in a super match. Super match gives you a chance to actually prep for somebody. You might change something. You might even do something new because it's a super match. You know what I mean? You're going to learn the most out of a super match. Like, yes, tournaments are 100% important still. I'm not saying they're not, but you know.
And also, it gives a lot of guys that have a shot. Like it takes a lot of a lot of balls to get up and even just to get in front of on a stage in front of people and to compete. So any of these young guys that are reaching out and saying, "Hey, like I want a match," like give them a shot. Why not? As long as if a kid's 2 months in, maybe not.
Yeah.
But some of these young guys that have been here a year or two and have earned their stripes and have done a couple tournaments, like I got that Cowan Ludke reached out to me and asked if he could pull up my event. He like 6 months ago, and I said, you know what, buddy, I see your stuff. You've been training your butt off. You've been doing a bunch of events. You're looking really good. I said, get a couple, like keep going throughout the year and keep pulling. And I got no problem. And look at him. That kid's competing every chance he can get. And he's really, and so, of course, I'd love to give guys like that a shot, right? If you're and you actually care and you're training and you're working and you want to show.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
He got on the roll.
Yeah. Oh, he's back already. He's back as quick as he leaves. That's good, though. Yeah.
My Wi-Fi is just terrible in the office, but anyways, like I like that giving the young guys a shot, like, and that's what I like with my event is I want there to be kind of more up and coming guys at it, right? To get some eyes on these guys because another thing too, like not a lot of these guys not a lot of guys and girls, I guess, not everybody has money to travel to go to all the events. Like arm wrestling isn't a cheap sport.
No,
When you factor in your travel and all that stuff, like it's an expensive hobby, really. So why not be able to give these young guys and girls a shot to come and earn some money and earn some stripes? And as long as you're a go-getter and you're willing to, and you like the sport and you're willing to train, I got no problems giving somebody like that a shot. So I think more people should be open to that.
I think so too. The last thing we want to do is discourage somebody that's getting motivated and wants to be, because we all know, like me and you talked early, how it changed our lives, this sport, right?
For sure.
Last thing we want to do is take that away from somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, I agree. And you know what? There's a lot to, this is another thing I have an argument with a lot of promoters. A lot of promoters, it's always about the names or to me, it's just about having the two right people pulling. Like you get a new guy in there and you get another new guy in there and you match them up properly, it could still be match of the fucking night. Remember me and Anthony when we were both new?
Yeah.
We had that fucking burner. It was retarded.
At the pizza place.
Yeah. We got match of the night. We got extra money and from Fraser. That was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was done and his hand was
I do
really
agree
strong.
with it doesn't really matter the name, but like who you get up and like how good the match is. But as a promoter, I do see the point of wanting at least one or two big name matches or somewhat big name matches to bring more people to the venue or to watch your live or all around.
Yeah, like sprinkle some names in there too, right? But keep in mind some of these other like these no-name guys, there might be a name in their little town too, right? Like,
did you see the picture on the guy, Shaggy Nards? It's a guy. It looks like he's got balls hanging out. Yeah, he says, Stu, in terms of grip, how did you get the password to enter this video conference? I don't know how either. I didn't think Stu would get in, but he's here.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Paul. Is Zach on?
Zach's he is here.
I got a funny story I got to tell real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm an old farmer, as you guys all know. So I'm glad your prep went good. All I've been doing is walking through cow shit every day, thinking, "Oh my God, how am I going to arm wrestle?" So I made a new plan. I know you always do your backflip when you walk out. So my kids said, "Dad, you got to learn how to do a cheat gainer." And everyone would be like, "What the hell?" I'm sure Zach knows what this is.
Oh yeah.
So I tried it about 4 times and just about broke my knee.
Oh. Well, at least he's tried it.
So I won't be doing it.
That would be really impressive. That would be very impressive.
Okay, I gotta run here, guys.
Okay, Travis. Well, listen, thanks for making time for us, bro, and coming on. And I'm looking forward to seeing you. We miss you.
Yeah, thanks for the event. And Joel, I'll see you next Friday.
Oh, see you next Friday. It'll be good. Looking huge.
Okay, see you guys.
Yeah.
See you yeah. Oh, that's where it's at, right there. See that forearm? Look at that. It's bigger than your fucking head, Cody, almost.
I don't see it. I don't see anything.
It was there. Yeah.
So I just saw a toothpick, but that's it.
No, you seen my head, my arm, and then you couldn't see past it because it's so fucking.
No, I can't see. All I see is like a little bit of black, like a black toothpick.
Oh, come on, you little prick.
You're
nice.
what you and Travis were talking about, Brian, I think Dion encapsulates really well with what he does with
I agree.
Underground.
I agree. Yeah, 100%.
And I mean, the arm bender does a similar thing with the little bender.
Yeah.
So it's been coming out where there's like a kind of like a more professional league and then a sub league to those professional leagues.
Yeah, but it's almost like a stepping. It's like a stepping.
No, exactly. It's exactly what it is, which is awesome, right? I mean, if you're just starting, how do you think? How do I get to one of those bigger leagues, right? You just see people that are just there.
Yeah.
So there's not really a route. So at least if there's a smaller league and a build-up, anyone can get on this league. You do good, then you get on this league. You do good. You get
Yeah, for sure.
I better head out to my fiance just got home. I'll hop on Sunday.
Well, thanks for coming on too.
You're good. I'll hop on Sunday too, probably.
Yeah, that'd be great, bro. Okay, buddy. You have a great
See you
night.
later. Thank you.
Take care, man.
Sure.
My toothpick arm.
I was just bugging. Don't get all sad.
I'm not sad. Don't worry. Yeah, I know. You
I'm
got
just
me all
bugging you.
teary. Ooh, Cody said I have a toothpick arm.
What's that?
Carol in the humble. Mike Schaff in the house. Hey, brother. Yeah, Mike said he can. Mike's going to come on Thursday, I think he said. Is that what you said, Mike? Yeah, I think he's working right now. Yeah. Okay, so Stu, what about you? I mean, we didn't get a chance to hit up Joel or Travis, or it looks like Jaren's gone again. What kind? Did you see any matches on the list other than your own you're interested in?
Oh, that Brown and
Not
Hutton
Brown,
there.
yeah. That is a good one. It is a good one. I know.
To be honest, I think that's everyone's favorite. That everyone's going into that one being their favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there's
why
a good reason it's main event.
It is. It is. It
Yeah, 'cause
wasn't.
I haven't really seen Hutton arm wrestle really.
Oh no! Oh shit!
No.
Oh yeah, he's good. Yeah, well, you've been
He's
to a
all
couple.
right.
I think he's been reffing. He's been reffing when you show up. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
No,
No,
that's right.
Miles is good. Miles is good shit. He's ranked in top 10 in North America.
He's like 9 or something.
On the left arm.
What 6?
Yeah.
I think he's number 9. I think.
Number 9. Yeah.
But he beat number 5, so it depends how you look at that.
Yeah, but was that but number 5? He was number 5 on the right, not the left.
No, either way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's ranked number 9 on the left arm.
Yeah, on the left. Yeah, because he beat Sill, right?
Yeah, and Sill is ranked, I think, number 10 or 11 on the left arm.
Yeah, and on the right now, I think he's higher though. Yeah. I think he's. Yeah. But either way, Miles the beast anyway. So Mike Schaff says Yuri and Jared is a close second. Yeah, know that match is yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm invested in that.
Jared and Yuri, definitely a close second. Like that's a really, oh man, both of those matches are just so good. There's so many good matches on this card, man.
Yeah, well, Jared, I'll tell you one thing. Jared's actually feeling very, very, very good right now. His left hand control right now is fucking retarded. Like retarded right now. Yes. Jared might be a secret friggin' lefty. I mean, it's really good. I think he was injured for a long time on the left, so he couldn't really. It didn't really show. But he's telling you, he was shutting down everything, and even like him and Ali were looking really good, pulling each other the other day. So
is Jared the favorite? Do you think?
No, I think a lot of people are picking Yuri.
Really?
I'm not sure.
I think that could be an upset. I think yeah.
I want Jared to win, but at the same time, I don't know. I would still give it 60-40 to Yuri.
Yeah, but did you see how easy I beat Yuri at Battlezone, Cody?
That don't mean anything.
I don't know. I can't beat Jared. I can't flash. I usually don't flash Jared like that. He usually slows me down a little. You know what I mean?
But like you beat one arm wrestler and then not being able to beat the other one, that doesn't really.
Well, I think I can beat Jared on my right, but no, you're right. You're right. Listen, Yuri's tricky. His setups are fucking awkward and weird. You know. Well, you pulled him, Cody. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Like I pulled Jared and Yuri left-handed in competition. Yeah.
But they're having a right-hand match. Yeah. That's why I'm.
But I pulled them both right-handed too. And like, yes, Yuri's left hand is better, but Yuri is really, really fast, and his top roll is immense. So unless Jared has good catching power, I don't know if he'll be able to get it.
Yeah, I just think in a super match, if Jared feels it and he slows it down or stops it at all, I think it starts leaning Jared real quick. I mean,
yeah, I think Jared. As soon as Jared, let's say Yuri has the power, flashes in round 1, and then round 2, Jared almost gets a stop, doesn't quite get the stop. I think he's still in the match up until the match is over, even if he's losing, just because it only takes one solid piece for him to get a permanent stop, where it's not going to go any lower than a certain spot, no matter what happens after that point.
Yeah,
You know?
that's right.
It's
Remember
can he
Jared?
find some time? Like Cody was saying,
Yeah.
it's a puzzle, and just because you could figure it out, Brian, because of your power,
Yeah.
doesn't mean Jared could. Does Jared have enough time
No, I know.
between the fast surges to find the lane, or is Yuri just going to be so fast that Jared missed the go on that one?
No, you're
Didn't
right.
find the lane on that one. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you the
I think
truth.
what it comes down to more than anything is can Jared find a lane before Yuri just hits the pad?
I agree with you. Well, like you said about Yuri, I mean, yeah, he was fucking me up in the setup. He was feeling all weird, and I did. I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna pull. That's why I flash pinned him, because I just said I'm just gonna pull everything I have and just fuck his technique, you know. And
That's how you do it.
I do that shit sometimes.
You got the power. It works.
You just do it. Yeah. Use the power.
Jared might not have that same power to do that, but I mean, I have a lot of faith in Jared, and he's feeling better than he's felt in a long time, if not the best. So like I said, I got his bias. He's my son-in-law now, so you know it's kind of a little biased, but
A little biased. Like,
I
don't get me
know-
wrong. I really want Jared to win.
Yeah. Stewie. So Saggy Nards. Do you know Stewie? Do you know who Saggy Nards is, Stewie?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe
You might know his real name.
you got a friend with a ball
Probably knows
sack for
who
a
he
chip.
is. He's known by Saggy Nards.
Yeah, I'm like, you got a friend with a ball sack for a
The picture is a ball chinian.
chip.
Yeah. Might be Randy. I don't know.
Okay, so what about? Okay, here's another one. What Mike said. Stu, do you think you're stronger than you were at Christmas? Mike Schaff said.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mike Schaff says he's my favorite. Jared. Greg's Deneen says
I think Jared's
18
going to win the
pounds.
match, but I'm not going to sit here and lie and say it's going to be easy. I think Jared's going to be on the tail end
I think that match
the
is crazy.
entire match until he finds the lane, and then he's going to work really hard and he's going to get it.
And
But I
Yuri's got
think-
a crazy press too.
Yuri's like me in the sense of the first thing I'm always going for, no matter what, is a flash pin. Even no matter what, I'm always going to go for it.
Yuri does
Even if I
too.
don't get it, even if last round he stopped it, I'm still going to go for it every single round and
Yeah,
then
'cause
work
if you
from there.
get it, you
I
get
think
it.
Yuri's the same way. I think Yuri's going in 100% every time right for the pad. And I
Yeah,
think
he
that
is.
Jared's used to that, but the thing about Jared is his style does lend to this going a little bit.
Yeah.
And with speed, that can turn into a quick almost where the pressure hits him early and again, you know?
Yeah.
But
I agree.
I think Jared's going to get it. I just think it's a very rough match for Jared because of the style, because Yuri's so fast.
Benji Mack in the house. Hey, brother. There's a guy
Benji.
presenting. Fuck, man. He, like I said, he's the only one I've ever seen post a practice and have 1,000 people watching. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I usually watch him too when he posts them. So,
Any idea what Mike weighs?
Mike's always around the same weight.
Yeah, I haven't changed either.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be much different than any other time. Really,
Right.
like 210 maybe.
Okay, I'm a little heavier.
I'm thinking that.
I'm saying, look at Jared's match with Josh DeVoe. He's definitely got what it takes to pull the win off.
Well, Josh DeVoe's a fucking monster, and Jared figured that out. Yeah.
As soon as Jared finds that one good sticking piece, usually the match is over. Usually that's all he needs. He needs one good piece.
Okay,
if he
so
can find a riser lane, if he can find a pronation lane, if he can find a back pressure lane, if he can find a cup lane, if he can find a super lane, if he finds any of those lanes, you're cooked. Because whatever he found to exploit you with, he's double exploiting you once he has you. If that makes any sense.
Oh no.
You know, Brian.
I do.
Jared's probably the hardest guy when you're pulling. If you're just practicing, he's one of the hardest guys to come back from something because you're not going to both go 100% or anything. But the way he's always changing the angles ever so slightly that you need to be a guy
by a centimeter. He will change it by a centimeter. Now you're blocked. Like it's weird.
Yeah, you're like, what the? I was just
I I think there's two ways to beat Jared on both arms. If you have good enough speed or good enough power. Jared, either one of those. If your speed is that much faster than Jared, I think you can get him. Or if your power is that much better, like stronger than Jared, I think you can get him.
And I think speed is more dangerous against Jared than power.
Yeah.
Because of his style. Because if you're fast, he loses out on this whole range of motion. You know? Hopefully, Jared and Yuri both did. Maybe Jared tricks Yuri by using this, but that's the thing I felt with him too. When you use speed against Jared, what he normally gets from A to B here, he doesn't get when you go fast. He starts getting it way down here instead. He gets from like down here over. So yeah, I think speed is definitely. But knowing that, Jared just has to not hang on. If Jared loosens up his strap, way different than strap.
Only reason why I'd say speed would be easier is because I find speed is more common than power-based pullers. Like I see more speed-based pullers than I do straight-up power-based pullers.
And it's funny because you see injuries more common from power-based pullers because there's more time under tension. Usually, speed-based pullers they're pulling for half a second.
Right. You're right.
So even though the risk is higher because there's lower volume, the chance of injury is actually lower than if you're always pulling with strength, even though you're not pulling as fast and as rigid on the body because you're under tension and there's such a longer load time, the injury chance goes up.
I agree. So
more things can go wrong per second, right?
So I'm going to answer UC Hunter. Is that he goes? Is there any chance of having a super match between a number 1 and number 2 ranked amateur? Well, no, because there's no such thing. So no. But I will tell you this: you put your arm on the table. I seen you at provincials. You know what? You weren't doing all that bad, man. Like I think you're fine. I think the next event we have, we'll talk and we'll find somebody that I think we think that you'd be good against. And
at the same time, if you've won more than 2 nationals or even won 1 national, not now, I messed up. Amateurs. If you won 1 or 2 amateurs, and you've been going for 2 years, get out of the amateurs. It's not for you anymore.
Yeah, it's not for him now anyway. But he left, so he pulled like 1 tournament or 2 tournaments, and then he quit. That was it. That's all he ever pulled. But he did. I think he did place. I think he got second or maybe even first that tournament. And then he came back, and now he's won 2 amateurs, I think, in a row. So now, you know what? And he went in the pro, and he did pretty good. So, you know what, Georgie, or I don't remember your name, something like that, Georgie or something. You know what? Fuck the amateur now. You're a pro.
It was Gregory.
Gregory. Is that what it was? Gregory. I remember something
like that. Do you think that you people that run these events need to start, like we all know each other pretty well. Yes, there's some new guys that don't know, but everyone knows everyone pretty decent. And it's time that, even as promoters and people doing these signups, we kind of hold people, like if we know someone's won a few amateurs and they want to go join an amateurs again, you go, no.
Yeah. No, we will keep track of it.
To also answer his question a little more directly, the bottom pro has to accept any challenge from any unranked person. So if say the rankings goes to 20 and I'm number 20 on our pro ranking, if I get challenged, the problem is being on the bottom of the ranking means you have to take all challengers. You are the entry to the ranking. You have to take all challengers. So if you're number 20, it doesn't matter who it is. Joe Schmo can say, I want to match with you. If you say no, they get your rank. The number 19, that's different. He only has to say us to number 20, right?
Yeah.
But the number 20 guy has to accept any super match. That's the entry. So being the lowest ranked pro, if you challenge him, he has to say yes. On our ranking, it works the same on other rankings, but just so everyone knows, if you are at the bottom of our ranking, you are open to all challenges.
Well, and
that's just how rankings work. There has to be an entry level that people can't say no. It's the bottom.
You're 100% right, Zach. And another thing, if you get in the top 20, you quickly try to get a pin on somebody higher than you because you know why? You don't want to be 20. Because all it takes is for somebody, all it takes is for someone to beat number 17. And guess what? You're now 21. You're out of the rank.
20 is the hot seat for 2 reasons. 1, you got to take all challengers. And 2, any new people that are coming in that got a super match on that list bump you out of the list entirely.
Yep. Now you're not even on the rankings anymore.
So you don't want to be number 20.
No, 20 sucks. 20 you want to fight out of quickly. Yeah.
And what do you guys
what is our opinion on being pro one arm and amateur the other arm? And I would say, once you're pro, you're pro. In my opinion, once you're pro, you're pro.
No, not at all. There's plenty of guys that are super heavyweight pros on the right that I can smash on the left because they suck on the left. They wouldn't.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Not even close. They probably wouldn't have a chance.
I thought about competing. Actually, Cody, you told me to compete amateur on my left.
That's because you had never really. But see, the thing is, you never ever pulled tournaments with your left ever, and that's different. But if you've been training, say your left is just not on par, like you didn't really train your left at all. Like I think it also depends on the situation.
If your left arm's bad and it's bad enough to be an amateur, they'll stay an amateur. I don't see a problem with that. It has to do with skill level more than anything. If you fucking suck and you've been an amateur for 20 years, no offense to anybody, why would you go to pro if you can't even get a single win in amateur? You wouldn't. If you've never won an amateur, you've been pro for 20 years in amateur, why would you leave amateur?
I will say that even though I suck left and I just started pulling left last year, and I have a second place in a pro event on my left, and even though I was one and done at provincials, like I said, I was still able, fresh, first match of the day, I was able to stop Sheldon's hit and actually fight back a bit. I don't think that's amateur level, right? Even though my left does suck, I still think that's better than an amateur, right? I don't think any amateur is stopping Sheldon Tefernenko's fucking hit. So, and I think that has to do with my table because I'm started to be really a lot better on my right now, and my table IQ is improving. It makes up for how shitty my left is in some ways. So I think now that I'm focusing my left a little more, I think it will develop quickly, and I don't think I want to compete as an amateur with it. But I mean, I could blame somebody if they did. Though.
I do believe
a lot of left-arm pullers too, so you're not going to be much competition in the amateur also for left. So it makes more sense to go pro to get more competition left, right?
Oh, yeah,
but here, let me say this. I do believe this, like kind of like what Brian was saying. Like, let's say you take two twins, identical twins, they're the exact same in every way. But one twin just never arm wrestles. The other one only arm wrestles with his right arm for 10 years. And then you put them both on a table, left arm. The other one twin, he never trained his left, only his right. The twin that only trained his right will still have a better odds of winning than the one.
But they both never been on the table. They're both amateurs, both left arm. I don't see a problem with it.
Yes, but what I'm saying is the other one has 10 years experience and knowledge. Maybe not 10 years of pulling on his arm.
The other guy has not given him 10 years worth of experience. You can't.
I know, but knowledge is experience.
Use it against them.
I don't think. No, Shay. So, what's his name? Gregory, or whatever it was. Yeah, Gregory. You know what? You're in Olds. I recommend Red Deer Club. You're closest to Red Deer. Just, you know what? I actually met PM me and or one of us, Zach, Cody. We'll make sure we'll get you on the group chat somehow. We'll tell Sean to add you, or we'll get you on there anyway. I think we can add too, can't we, guys? I don't know, but either way.
One of
that one twin could have used his left hand way more than the other twin, and then actually beat the guy who arm wrestles because he uses his hands every day. You know
what I'm saying is in this case, their life is the exact same. The only difference is one arm wrestles for 10 years on the right. That's the only difference.
Why make up some imaginary story that doesn't really apply to anything?
Because what I'm saying is, even though, if you let me finish, it does make sense. What I'm getting at,
I didn't say it didn't make sense. It's a great argument.
It is a good argument because what I'm saying is just having the table knowledge and table IQ gives you an edge on an actual amateur.
Sure, not enough for me to say that you should go pro. I said you were wrong.
I think if you've never pulled before on that arm, I don't think there's anything wrong with going into one.
Go take a guy who's been shooting his entire life on the right arm and then put him up against a lefty, and he has to shoot lefty. He's going to shoot like dog shit. This doesn't translate over as well as you think.
It's true. If I tried to swing a left hand,
it's also different than
exactly. Take most things and do it to the other hand. It ain't going to translate very well. Not enough to say you have a huge advantage. You know, I'm not saying it's going to translate, but not enough to have an advantage in that sense.
Yeah.
I think in arm wrestling it does make a difference, but That's my opinion.
Yeah. But that's fine. Either way, I just want everyone pulling. So you know what? I don't get discouraged, guys. If you want to pull left, if you've never pulled left before, and you want to just get it one trial run, get the juices in it, and feel what it feels like, enter an amateur event. Why not? But I think Cody's right in some ways, right? But at the same time, I think it will come quick because of table IQ in there.
Cody was saying that would dictate them having to go pro. I disagree with that. Everything else he said gives them slight advantage, sure, but not enough for me to dictate them going pro. I think they could be. Never won or even placed or even pinned somebody on the left before. You can't treat them like a pro.
The rule
the pro on the left, they might get fucking seriously injured.
Well, you're right. You're right.
The connective tissue ain't there like it is on this. They might go.
Look at what happened to me with Sheldon. I came back to my connective.
The risk of injury is up, and I think personal injury comes before trying to skip and get better. I think you should probably be safe first, right?
Well, do you remember?
That's why I tell amateur, don't go pro if you never pulled on that arm.
Remember what happened with Sheldon when I pulled Sheldon left?
Well, Sheldon's a bit of a case. I mean, most people aren't that strong, so I'm not going to.
I know, but I'm saying though, my tendon.
Against people that strong.
My tendon failed, and I've never had that happen before, right? So, and that's because that tendon hasn't had time to really build up and condition. Like
again, he's a rare specimen. Most people aren't that strong.
Yeah. He's really strong.
I wouldn't want people to be scared of going to pro because they think they're going to get hurt. I'm just saying if it's your first time pulling, that would be a real concern.
Yeah, you always want to make sure you're safe on the table.
If you pulled a bunch and you're moving up, I would never be scared of getting injured to move up. If you've already been arm wrestling, it's just if it's your first time, genuine makes sense.
Better scenarios. Oh yeah, you do use scenarios a lot, but that's good though. I understand scenarios.
Like my son, if you're using a perfect scenario.
Scenario stories.
Freaking hit a home run.
I think.
Yeah, I agree, Captain Hook. Exactly.
Whether a guy goes pro's performance on that arm. Well, it's kind of true. That's why we have a rule. So in Alberta, arm sport, when if you've been pulling 2 years. At least, I think it's a minimum of two events a year. Or if you've had 2 first place wins, we make you go pro now. But it doesn't matter which arm. It just, if you have 2 wins on that arm, you are to be pro. You can't. There's guys, listen, there's been guys that have sat in the amateurs for fucking ridiculous amounts of time.
I'm not for that. I'm not for camping the amateur, obviously. I moved out of the amateur. I got first place on the first time I got first place is when I moved out of amateur. First place, my first time on the right, I went pro immediately.
Yeah.
I think I went pro left arm also immediately, mainly because there was no competition. There was no one pulling in the left amateur.
Yeah. Listen, and I'm not against sitting in the amateurs for a while, but you know what? When you win 2, now it's time to move up. Now,
and if you have a club, you'll move way quicker. That's another.
Well, I also think but if you're really that competitive, you know what happened to me is that I started, and everyone just said, Brian, until you get the 2 wins, just stay in the amateur. And I was like, but I want to be ranked. And guess what? You can't be ranked. There's no amateur rankings. We're not doing amateur rankings. So you know what? If the second you feel comfortable on the table, the only way you're really going to get credit is by having some kind of ranking. And if you want to have super matches and all this stuff, these are the things you have to think about. So those guys that just want to get medals all the time and do amateurs for 5 years, why? So you get a medal? No one's going to know who you are. You're never going to be on the rankings. And you're only putting yourself back. That's 5 years you could have been climbing the rankings. So, you know what I mean? You got to if you look at it from that angle, the amateur thing, it actually kills itself real quick. Because who the fuck doesn't want to be ranked, right? So, I'm trying to catch up on all this chat. A lot of talking.
For this question Carolyn just asked, she did ask Brian, but I think we should all answer it because I feel like each of us will have a slightly different answer, but I think each of our answers will be as important. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Okay, let's see it. You want to read it, or you want me to read it?
Yeah, she's saying she has a couple of girls on the team. How many weeks into practice would you start them doing ready goes on you while I hold them? So I'll answer first quickly. I would wait at least 3 months. I'd say 3 to 6 months before you're really practicing ready goes much, because when you add speed to something, you're kind of getting rid of the mind muscle connection. You're more so looking at the firing and how fast you can do something. So if you don't have the actual movement of what needs to be done good, you're going to be doing the wrong thing and then training the wrong thing really fast. So the chance of injury goes up and your technique's going to go down. So if you train the techniques of what to do for ready go perfectly for months first before you add the speed, by the time you add the speed, it'll be like they've been doing the speed for months. You know what I mean? If you do it too early, they're just going to be bad habits.
Yeah.
That's my.
What's your opinion, Cody? I go last on this one.
No, I say ready goes. I would say maybe a week in, and I'm not saying go hard on ready goes. Do like in 30 minutes at the end of practice after they've already been training. They're set up and everything, and then when you're doing those ready goes, make sure they're in good position, and then have someone say that ready go. And like for the first while, because you're only a week into the sport, their arms are not that strong, their tendons are not that strong. Have it so you're not even really, you're just there as a rubber band. Like you're just bam, you're just not really holding, and they're just hitting you to the pad. Boom, just hitting you to the pad, just getting that. I mean, even if you want to have like the slightest bit of resistance, just so it's still going fast, but they can still feel a little resistance in that movement. I think the sooner you get it going, the quicker it gets drilled into your head and the better reflexes you get. I just all around, I think it's better to start earlier than later.
Yeah, you know what? I understand that because that's what Matt told me. He said you got to drill it, you got to program it. It's all about the reps, and it's about your body just doing it without thinking. So I actually agree with that in a sense, but I would say something a little different but from both. I would say if they're new and they're only into it for a couple of weeks, I think for the first 2 to 3 months, you should be working on just technique and flowing. Don't worry so much about the ready goes. I think that work on setups, right? Setups. I would work on flowing, being in safe positions, comfortability in your practicing, and then the ready goes at it when you start feeling that everyone's got a good sense of safety on the table, and when you've really thought about how you're going to do the ready goes. Like Cody said, limp arm. You know what I mean? What I like to do is use a band, right? If I'm gonna let you smash into me, I'd rather put a band on your arm so that way I'm not fucking. Or there's another way to do it. When you get to that point, you're doing ready goes. One thing that me and Jared do, and it's been something that's worked really good for me. We start out slow. He lets me rip him over. He goes about 50%, and I rip him over. Then I go again, and I speed it up a bit, and then he's matching. He's matching. He's giving me about 50% pressure all the time. And by the time I'm going and I'm firing and just pinning him, he's been able to adjust to my speed the whole time. And it's like on hit 40, I'm finally at full force hitting into the pad with him. But I mean, I think Cody's way is good because Matt told me something very similar. So Matt Mask, I mean, I'm sure he knows what he's doing. So yes, I agree with Cody, and I agree with the way Zach said it too. But I think Zach was right when he said we're probably all going to say something different. So
because I think the truth is each person's a little different. So what works for me the best is because you trial and error. What worked for Cody the best, you trial and error. What worked for Brian the best, you trial and error. So for you, Carolyn, each one of your students might respond a little different.
Yeah.
So maybe one of them might be really ready to hit, and they're really fast twitch, and they're ready right away, and they want it. And maybe there's someone who's a bit more slow twitch, and they're more, I don't want to feel it out more, and stuff like that. So feel the students.
Learn to hit for position rather than
there's
to the
many
pad.
different ways to do it, and there's no wrong answer. But I think what people tend to do, if you look at people, is rush things, and that's kind of the norm these days, is to rush things. I don't say rush things in a bad way either. I do think some things can be rushed and be totally okay rushing it. There are certain things that you're going to be drilling that for the rest of your life arm wrestling. You don't have to sit there and drill it alone for 3 months first. You're going to be doing that every day for the rest of your life every time you arm wrestle. There's certain things you don't have to be like, I gotta get this so I know this perfect. You'll be doing that every time you arm wrestle. You're already going to be doing that every time. You don't have to put so much emphasis in early, right? So I do feel like there is. Each person kind of gets a little bit of a boost depending on what they want to do.
Yeah, and like I didn't hit when I first started hitting, I was never hitting for the pad. I hit for I learned in the beginning to hit for hand control. So it's like a 2-hit system. It's hit for hand control, then go, and then when you have hand control, go for the pad. Where then later on, as I got better and improved, I started actually hitting for like a one and you're done. You know what I mean? But everybody's different. Some people like that hit for hand control and then go for the pin, right? Just depends. Like Zach was saying, everybody is a little different. If you're a little slower, your fast twitch muscles are a little slower. I would recommend hit for hand control because hitting to the pad because I'm fast, and you being slower, just doing this, it might even out.
This is a good tip for anybody who doesn't know the difference in how to use fast versus slow twitch. If you're fast twitch, that means your body is very good at accelerating from 0 to 100 in any sort of arc. So that means a short arc, long arc, doesn't matter. You can go bang, bang, you can go bang, bang, right? But if you're slow twitch, you're limited to that small arc of power. You can still make power quick, but you can't make power quick over a long period of time. You'll make power slow over a long period of time. You make it, it's not going to be a fast thing, but you can be quick in a small sense. So yeah, hitting for hand, you can still do very powerfully.
Yep.
Even if you're a slow twitch muscle guy, you can still, because humans can still do quick, small motions very quickly, no matter what type of fast or slow twitch, right? It's more of a how much movement can your entire body go in, and the range being fast twitch, you have a faster range because your acceleration carries the whole way versus slow twitch, accelerate to 80 and then slow down as they go versus 0 to 100. But each one has a flaw too, right?
And to be honest, I also think it depends on what move you're hitting into. Like if you're
100%.
training at the beginning, hitting into a top roll, that's a hell of a lot safer than hitting into a press.
Yeah. Well, especially if when you're training to hit into the press, this is happening. You're turning and you're walking in like this. I see this a lot where they walk in and they think, oh, my arm's straight, I'm good. This would be good. This is out. This is on the frame, so it's not quite on the frame. But this is like a Clifton type thing where Clifton can do it because the guy's fucking powerful as fuck. But like when a person who first tries to do the press, you want your hand in front of your body to press as much as possible. You don't want to be in front and trying to bring it forward for the pad. That's more of a hook.
So like I also think depending on how your pullers pull, like say if one's a presser, one's a top roller, even one's a hooker, each one of those, like if it's a press, like if it's a straight up press, I'd go more Zach's way. 3 months, getting that solid in there before you do the press, because the press,
especially because you got to learn not to hang on. Because if you're just doing it right from the get-go, you're going to grab and you're going to hang on as you go, and you're going to crack your own wrist back until you're freaking in a crazy flop instead of rotating in.
I'm just thinking of risk benefit, like risk ratio here, and I'd say training to hit into a press, I'd say is the highest risk. Then it'd be training into a hook and then training into a slashing into a top roll. The top roll, I've never seen anyone get severely hurt smashing into a top roll. I haven't seen it.
There's a very rare, this is how rare it is. There's a very rare bone break that can happen of your radius and your ulnar. When they're twisted, they can touch, and then if enough pressure's put, it can actually snap. Apparently, it's only been like one in the past like 20 years in arm wrestling. So it's that rare of a break. It's more the elbow down here, so the radius and the ulnar breaking down here, and then the humerus, obviously. But yeah, like Cody said, it's been 20 years since someone had a break in there that I've heard of. Anywhere. So hitting in a top roll is about as safe as it gets. Now, I've seen people tear their bicep muscle and bicep tendon hitting into a top roll, but that's because they overcommitted. If you hit into a top roll and you're like, I'm going to lose, and you let it go like a smart person, you won't get injured. But if you're like, your hand go, then you're going to get torn up. But that's not a top roll specific. That's any move. A hook, same thing. You feel it going and you try to resist, you're going to get torn up. A press, same thing. Your elbow's going to get torn up. If you feel it going and you resist it and you feel it going, you're going to get torn in any move. So the top roll definitely is the safest to hit into.
Yeah, you got
back, all the weights coming towards you. It's not,
Yeah. Yeah, you can still going because with a top roll, sometimes you still have to apply side pressure, so the chance of your elbow getting injured is still there.
And to be fair,
Jackie Alice,
the opponent can do.
I just think it's
things
lower than
where
an elbow.
you sit in here, and they take your arm and they can toward it this way. You know what I mean? Where you're sitting, and then they go straight sideways, and your whole body goes like this, so you got to break your arm. Yeah, but I think it's still safer than the alternatives. Being if I'm in a press like this and I lose it, there's really no safe way to lose it unless I go with it. I'm disappearing here.
press or the
There's
press.
no safe way to lose it without breaking my arm.
If the powers are high, the press can be devastating. You can have devastating injuries with
Press
press.
can the trick about a press is it can finish almost any other move. It's just at what cost?
Yeah.
You've seen so many guys. How many matches have you seen where someone's in a war, they turns into a press, and the other guy was winning the whole time, and then they press him. But then the rest of the match is this.
Yeah.
Because the press took everything out of them. Everything. So yeah, it's
I did it 4 times against Chris.
Efficient. It's so much more efficient to top roll.
Yeah, I did it 4 times once in the super match.
I do have a question. Do I do this quite often? Where like when I'm trying to explain something, I'll be like a rubber band, or you know.
Yes.
Do I actually? I don't notice it. Just Carolyn when she in her message there, she was like a rubber band with exclamation point, exclamation point.
Yeah. No, because you always it's you reinforce what you're saying sometimes with another like you'll follow it up. Like what did she say? She said it. Well, it's back quite a ways. Yeah, but that's okay, Cody. That's just the way you are. Yeah, that's how you.
I don't even notice that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It's a good way to explain it because if people didn't understand it the first time, it'll make anyone that's a little bit on the fence of what exactly does you mean. You give an example of it. You don't just say what you mean. You say what you mean, and you give an example of it, kind of in practice. You know?
Yeah.
Being like, when you threw the ball and I caught it with the glove, it hurt too hard, and then you'd be like, because he whipped it and I had my wrist caged, so when it hit me, it wrecked my hand. And you kind of explain, and it kind of makes sense to the person. You're kind of painting a picture.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, apparently I watched the ranking video today, and it's 51-49 for me. Apparently, is what my odds are for this weekend coming up.
Oh, who predicted that? Who predicted that? Dakota?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I got bad. Everyone said that. The only one that was on my side in his little prediction thing was Leverson.
No. If you watch Dakota's new video, he posted it, I think 6 hours, probably 8 hours ago now today. I think he had it 45-55.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. I might have been mistaken. It might have been 40-50 or 40-60, but it's still in that range. It's not like you have no chance.
That's good. That's a good chance.
I need Sean to show up too. I want Sean there.
Dude, what if Sean goes in Len's corner?
Oh, fuck that. That might be bad because I would just lose my shit. I don't think anything could piss me off more. Oh yeah.
I'll be in your corner, Brian.
I know you will. Listen, I'm fine, Zach, with you in my corner, bro. Sean's just been a luck charm, you know. And
100%, man. 100%.
Yeah. No. I'd take either of you guys as my corner man. Actually, I'd like you both. I'd like you there anyway, so even with Sean. So.
Well, I'll be there.
Yeah. No, I'm not knocking you guys, man. I love you guys. I just Sean's always been. I've always had good results when he's been in my corner. So it's like, I'm kind of superstitious. I need to get rid of that shit. Actually, I got to stop with the superstition.
I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious.
Yeah. Okay. I need to get just where I'm a little. That's it. Yeah. What were you gonna say, Cody?
You know what? I want you and Zach, and you know what? I've liked also when Dakota's cornered me. I want you guys there for sure. And but I don't know if Dakota would want to anyways because he's also
Dakota's a good corner man too. He's a good. Yeah. He'll say what needs to be said to hype you up. Dakota,
But what I'm saying is, I think he might take a step back from this one because he's friends with Jeff and me. So I know for a fact I want. It'd be only you two, and then if Dakota wanted to come over, he could. But anyone else, I don't want there. Just you and Zach in my corner.
Oh, I'll be there for you, 100%. What was I going to say? No, Dakota was good. He tried to get me all psycho when I went against Chuck. And you know what? All I can say is honestly, if I feel as confident and as strong as I do this fucking second right now, I'm going to try to make this match look just like Chuck and me. Because believe it or not,
Brian,
I prepped the same way. Because listen, I'm dealing with a heavy hitter. Listen, Len's going to be way harder. He's going to be way stronger. He's faster. Believe it or not, I could be flashed 3 times, but I did prep. My prep for this was like if I was pulling Chuck. It really has been. I just mimicked it. Yeah. So
I think you got a solid shot. It's just, I think you have to realize the harder you hang on in the setup, the more you're giving Len.
I'm gonna be fucked. Yeah.
You got to get that. You got to get Len that just the tip of his fingers is the only thing he's feeling. You don't want him to feel this. You got to make it feel like this is gone, and he only feels this.
Yeah, he's not gonna feel that. He's not feeling my fingers. No. And another thing, I don't want to give. I can't give away my game plan. I almost want to just tell you, but I can't. But no, my game plan is actually a very sound game plan, and there's worst case scenarios also in my game plan. So,
I can say my game plan. I'm going to be pressing them down. I'm just going to go on it like that.
Yeah. That's a new move of mine. But you know what? I've been working on the Mason move. I have been. I've been training it. I've been training
that one's difficult. That's a difficult move.
But I can't do it. I'm not going to try it on Len, but I'm just saying give me a couple more months doing it, and you might see some fucking different shit. You might see me fly outside because I can flash in a top roll too. So you might see me go flying outside, and then you might see me say fuck it, and I'd be rolling right in, bone grinding, and fucking pressing it home.
Mason's
you know what? Oh, go ahead, Zach.
I can't get it as deep as he does. That's my problem.
I can only do it against people I'm way stronger than. I have to be way more powerful than the person I'm doing it against for it to work. So it makes me think like,
did I say something
how
funny?
fucking strong is Mason?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said I couldn't get it in as deep as you could.
Yeah, because it's too fat. That's what happens when you're fat.
It's just my brain.
I always say something fucked. I know I do.
To do Mason's move, I mean, you gotta. I don't
to be 100% committed. You know what's scary about Mason's move? 100% committed.
For me to do it, I gotta be so much stronger than the opponent. But I'm watching him do it against guys I don't think he's that much stronger than. So how the fuck is he doing it?
It's just
he
confidence
is
and
that
conviction.
much stronger.
Yeah, but
he's somehow that much stronger.
In that move, because once he has that momentum, he is stronger, right?
Dude, it's crazy how strong he is. Like, you don't realize he's 3 or 4 times stronger than you think he is.
Yeah, but it is a momentum move too, because that's why I say you got 100%
to get it. But once he has it, man, he had a grinder with Joe Fox for what, like 45 seconds?
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah,
that's Joe Fox. You can't get in a grinder with Joe Fox and not have power, man.
I know. Mason's
so
stupid.
It's like he has it all.
Well, he's proven it. I mean, junior world champion, fucking national champion, fucking provincial champion, he's won everything, right? So he's only 20, what is he, 23, 24? Yeah. And he's already the pinnacle of Alberta, right? So, there's nothing bad on Mason. And I wouldn't be trying to learn it if I thought it was a shitty move. But you know why I'm trying to learn it? I'm trying to learn it because I got guys that I think that's how I'm going to have to pull them to ever have a chance to beat them. So
if there's a guy who's there's some people that like to charge forward and then pull back to finish.
Yeah.
Mason's move is amazing against that because when they go forward, they lose their frame. So anybody that dives forward and then pulls back, if you do kind of that where you chop over the frame, they end up going like this and they get in a really, really bad position.
And it's such a fluid motion.
Brian, just think. Last time I seen Mason pull Sean, he beat Sean.
Yep.
So maybe that may be your move to take on Sean.
Maybe, but I ain't trying to pull. I ain't pulling.
Well, if you look at Sean does bail underneath a lot. And what does this move I just said do? Completely block that. puts
Well,
them
see,
like fuck.
I would have to try to.
You would have to force him underneath. You'd have to get him underneath. Which
I would have to be. I'd have to
as
psych
soon
him
as
because
Sean knows you're doing that, he's
yeah,
gonna go like this and go woo.
he can. Sean will be all. The problem with Sean is he'll identify my change. So because he knows exactly how I pull. And we actually talked about the way I pulled this morning, right? And we were talking about when me and him went against each other. And then we were talking about the lie down thing again. And Sean just said to me, he goes, yeah, no fucking way. We don't lie down to each other. So he agrees with that. Another thing is that he said that I was really strong. And, he used tricks and he said he's got about 50 more before I might beat him. So now that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, he's taught me about 4 good little tricks now that he's got me with, either on the practice table or in like now in real matches. But I think he's got still pocket full.
The thing is, Brian, what you got to realize is something that I've learned at Red Deer, and I personally employ it myself all the time. They were talking about the other day. When you tell somebody how to beat you or ways that they can be better against you, you're really just helping yourself. Because all you're doing is making it, okay, now you know they're going to block what you're just doing, and now you got to find the counter.
You're planting seeds. Yeah.
It just, so every time you meet Sean and you think you got a leg up, he gave you that rung so he could get another leg up.
Yeah. No, it's true. Now he knows. He's like, yeah, I taught Brian that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So now he knows. So you can't use that now. You got to find a whole different thing.
I've learned another thing. Don't teach people things before the fucking you pull them too.
And you know what?
That was fair.
And at the end of the day, sometimes you can teach someone something, and it can take it from you beating them to them beating you. Even if you don't get that leg up.
But it gives you better competition. You can't deny that you just got better competition.
You know what, Jordan?
You're looking for competition. That's one of the best ways to do it.
You know, one thing that I never did, and that made me a better puller, is when I first started for the first year and a half, I would always hold on and I would always take shitty grips. I would always just settle for enough. Like if I felt, okay, I got enough to be offensive, I would settle for it in the setup. And then I started realizing, you know what? I lose my fat thumb. I believe it or not, my fat thumb doesn't always help me. And I actually lose in the setup a lot. So I've learned now to fight for a ref script. Ref script neutralizes.
What helped me in the setup was, I've heard this from multiple people, not just Devin, but a lot of people said, to make your setup better, stop trying to get what you want and just start focusing on making sure the opponent is not comfortable.
Yeah.
Once I started making the opponent uncomfortable, the saying is don't care how you feel. Because no matter how bad you're going to feel, they're going to feel worse. And that's what matters, is that contrast to how bad they feel. And for me, it matters more because I have a small hand, so I'm always at a disadvantage. So I use that to my advantage. So the lanes that they think I'm not going to fight and the angles that traditionally are weak for my hand, I fight those harder than anything.
Yeah. You just don't telegraph it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole point is, if I'm fighting those, it makes him think, oh, I'm going to be good here. I'm not going to have to worry about these things that he's not going to be good at. I can double down on my strengths. All of a sudden, he's going to be sitting there like, I feel like shit. I feel like shit because all the things he thought he was going to just naturally not have to fight for, they're gone.
They're gone, yeah. And the way he thought
he was going to care if they're my strengths. I just know he now is in a shit position.
Yeah, that's true.
And then ref script is just the golden chalice. I mean, ref script is amazing. I would have no problem competing in the Olympics if it was ref script only. I'd have no problem.
Me too. I'd be the same.
You know the funny thing is, I've been trying it out a little bit. You do get called on it, but like just those micro movements in the ref script, like you can get away with so much.
You get away with just a little bit.
Okay, there's certain bodily movements. So I'm not okay. I'm going to say this. Hope no one takes it like too much advantage. Man, I've cheated in the setup by coughing before.
Oh yeah.
If you go a little or a little, the sniff, dude. Watch major arm wrestlers. The sniff. Watch my hand. Ready? See all this movement? You go up and you don't come down. Just.
If you watch how I beat Byron,
there's so many micro movements you can do. It's just bodily cough, sniff, breathe.
I did a huge
everything to your advantage. It works.
I did a huge one in the ref script against Byron. So when we had our championship match, like the 5th round, it was a ref's grip, and I was a little sunken. He had a little bit of height on me, and I couldn't move. So anyway, I was like not trying to move anything on my upper body, but my legs, I fucking went up on my tippy toes, and everything kind of raised a little bit, and I got the height and went over top on him. Yeah. But all I did was kind of
it's a risk.
tiptoe.
If they catch him in the ref script, they're gonna call it though. It's not like a secret tactic. It's a risk.
Oh,
But I
risk.
mean,
I
people
got
got
away with
caught.
it. No, I
People
got
got
away
to
with
sniff, you know.
it. Mm-hmm.
Ali thinks we're all cheaters. Hey man, but that's why I don't mind ref script though, because I am super fair. And when I'm in a ref script, I don't usually fight at all. I stay 100% loose. I do a loose grip, and then I go.
That's what.
Hey, Ollie, if you don't remember, what does one of the, I'd say top 2 greatest arm wrestler in the world say? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, no, it's true. Look at what Jordan just said. The art of going early is everything. You know how I lost at Nationals to Sullivan? He went early, and they fucking gave it to him.
Look what I typed, Brian. Look what I typed. I said, it isn't early if they call it a pin.
Yeah, I know.
You can go early as long as you do it fast enough. They won't know the fucking difference.
I was so mad. I'm like, really? I looked at that Rick Pigney motherfucker. I'm like, really? I'm like, you hate Alberta that much? Fucking motherfucker. Anyway, yeah, he doesn't like us. I'm telling you. No. But anyway, doesn't matter. She had brought back a scar. It opened a scar, guys.
Opened a little wound there. Yeah, it wasn't quite scarred over, I guess, eh?
Yeah, not enough.
Hey, you know what? You gotta bring up the shittiest ref in Canada every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Oh, okay.
You know what I found out the other
you were
day?
talking with someone else. I'm like, ooh.
No, you know what I found out?
Oh, what?
That the WAF back in 1976 was actually created in Alberta, Canada.
Yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
Then,
Yeah. I learned that on Armin Historian.
I learned it because of well, no, you're right. I seen it on there too, but forgot. And then Sean Pickering reminded me. Yeah, all of us in the chat, in one of our chats. Yeah. And you know, how the hell did we lose so much? Now we have no say, and we're not even recognized by WAF, but yet it started here. You know,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, you know something's fucked up when you.
What if they start here, but then you don't recognize any of this? Is
then I know. It's such a weird power thing, eh? Like it's messed up, and it didn't run like an iron fist back then either. It was actually.
Hey man, once we get our leaderboard, we're gonna put a notice out to the arm wrestling community. Anyone who competes at WAF is banned from any other organization, and you got to get a unbanned to go compete anywhere other than WAF.
At the same time, we want to be better than WAF.
People will be going, what the fuck? They'll be reading it going, what the fuck?
But at the end of the day, Zach, we don't want to be WAF. We want to be better than WAF, so we don't ban anybody.
I think that listen, now that things are starting to go in the right direction, I honestly think the future arm wrestling is the tough league. I just think it's got to get its feet off the ground, and it's been hell.
Get a 154 class? No,
Yeah.
they're not. Never already talked. Not. You think I can do?
Well, he didn't say never. He just said right now it's about building it. It's got to keep it smaller than larger to start. That's all it is.
No, what he said was the time slots for TV only allows for so many weight classes. They already have them picked, so they can't. They have to get rid of a weight class to add in a different weight class.
Yeah, you know what, Zach? You know what you need to do? You need to just start eating more food and put on more muscle.
176 is what Cody's going to say.
Yeah, eat more food and put on more muscle.
You have enough now to go 176?
I think Zach, honestly, in about 5 or 6 years, your metabolism is going to slow down to the point where I think you will be a 176. But I think a lot of people are like that in life. I think you look at some of the greats. I mean, they pulled light, and even Prudnick, he used to be a little guy at one time.
Brother, do you know what Engen used to pull? Do you know what Engen used to pull at WAF Worlds? At Worlds, guess what Engen used to pull?
60, what, 55? No, 65 kg.
120.
120 pounds?
120 pounds.
Wow.
That's what, 45 kg?
He wanted to win that bad? Fuck.
Yeah, he started at 120, then went 125, 130, 135, 140,
That's how I
155,
look at
150,
that shit, right?
blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I went back. Oh, and I went
all
back.
these greats that are like me started even lighter than me. So I need to start. I need to go. I need to cut.
Allie will get
No,
mad.
you don't need to cut. You don't need to cut. You're small, dude. You're small enough.
No, what I'm saying is maybe I have the potential of being a multiple-time world champion at 137, 143. Maybe not 154 yet, but maybe at 137 I could be multiple world champion right now. We don't know.
Yeah, no, you're right. I agree. And you could get there. You could do
That's
it.
what I mean. So why would I be chasing a provincial at one weight when I could be a world champion at another weight? It doesn't make any sense. It's not logical, right?
No, but the thing is no, you might as well at 154 try to cement yourself. And then when you cut for the 137 at Worlds, you fucking become the world champ. And then you always got the excuse that you're the best 137 guy in the world. Right?
Yeah, but what we were just saying is eventually here, no one's going to give a shit about WAF, and it's going to be all tough.
No, I agree.
So,
and WAF, truly, we're getting to a
Fair,
point in arm
fair.
wrestling too that where WAF is going to be considered the amateur league because it will be based like the Olympics. So, hey, did you know Olympic competitors, once they become pro, they cannot compete? They're not allowed to compete in the Olympics, right? A pro
That's not
athlete is
true.
not allowed. Yes, it is. Yes, it
look
is.
at every hockey team ever in the Olympics. Has all NHL players.
Well, I guess, yeah, you got a point on the hockey, but I know with wrestling, with martial, like, no, they had they had some other fucking thing, and
Yeah, certain things are different. Yeah, because like Olympic level, like wrestling would be all of the college and all of the university that got worlds go to. Yeah, that's a different. It's a different setup. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, but they did ban. But the 1 year at the Olympics, they did ban professionals. No, so no, you're right, Zach. They do it's different, but they did ban it at one time, and you didn't see the Jordans and everybody go there, and they said it sucked. So then they reversed it and allowed it again, just like hockey. Remember, they weren't allowed out at the Olympics. They weren't allowed the NHL players to. It was a couple years they did it. They weren't.
I'm pretty sure even basketball you're allowed the pros. Like I'm pretty sure LeBron.
You do, but they canceled it for like just a couple years, and then they brought it back or something. Yeah, I remember because it was sucked. It was not even good to watch. So, yeah, LeBron, and I remember back when Michael Jordan played for the USA. He was my favorite. Listen, LeBron sucks ass compared to Michael Jordan. No,
You know what? I forget what this. He's an announcer, and he was saying that LeBron James would be like ranked number 10 on his list of greatest of all time.
Yeah, maybe, but not. Yeah, but I got Jordan as number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about accolades. Jordan is number 1.
Well, yes, I think he is.
No, we're not talking about opinions. We're just talking about literal accolades. He's number 1. It's not a question.
Yeah. But I mean, that was my era. I watched Jordan. No, there's never been a player that could fuck.
Are you saying on accolades? On accolades, who are you saying is number 1?
I think it's Jordan. Well, Will Chamberlain has the most one game. He got 101.
Yeah, but I'm talking overall accolades. Who has how many rings? Who has how many? Like everything combined, I think Jordan does win.
Yeah.
Combined, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, not even close. And then that he had 7 seasons in a row, averaging over 30 points a game.
Yeah,
like fucking ridiculous.
Well, I do know Kobe Bryant had
you're right.
Had no 3-pointers in a game, and then he broke that record his final game.
Yeah, before he went.
That's because everybody just fed him the ball every single time, just because it was his last game. So they're like, just literally give him as many threes as humanly possible.
Yeah, for sure. You know what? Sorry, guys, about the chat tonight. I got behind. Yeah, Toulier.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, the Ryan Bowen court ruling thing was kind of cool that they ruled in favor of Bowen.
Oh,
or not just Bowen, in favor of people.
Did you see Grundy versus Bowen? The thing now? Yeah.
No, what was this whole court thing about again?
That was some
the Pro Panja League issued a statement saying anybody who affiliates with Ryan or his wife or his fiance are permanently banned forever from any pro panja or anything related to it. They can't go to any practices. If you're seen with them, speak to them, talk about them, are seen next to them, you're banned for life forever. So they took it to court, and then they got it overruled that that's highly illegal to do. And anyone that was put on, they can't legally enforce it. It's highly illegal. And you can train and talk to whoever you want in your spare time because that's
of course you can't dictate people's movement and who they talk to. Yeah,
it was pretty ridiculous. They were basically they were going way past what an arm wrestling federation is allowed to do, and they were going to the point of like dictatorship.
Well,
literally, they were going to the point of dictatorship of like owning people, like they're in charge of the people.
We met, so we got to actually talk and interview Ryan Bowen, and you know what? My whole opinion changed about Ryan Bowen, but you know what? It is. I still have to bring up. I've never seen somebody stir so much shit every single thing they're involved with, though. You know, and you know what? Remember, I asked him about that, and he answered it honestly. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I thought I was being a real prick to him.
If he sees something he doesn't agree with, he voices his opinion.
He just says,
and that just ends up leading to a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
So here, Brian Donello said, "What did Bowen do to get banned and get all this done against him?"
That
never was really talked about too much.
Oh, so when you actually want to know what happened was, there was basically they were told that it had to do with Chetna. I watched the whole video on it. Chetna was like, she was the champion and stuff, and then they were like, oh, if you don't do this or if you do this, they started controlling her entire, and she was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And then they're like, oh, hey, you're done. Like everyone in Philly is fucked. Like everything's shut down. It was all because of that.
Well, they didn't like it, and they thought Bowen
training with people that they didn't want her training with. And
but they also thought Bowen was influencing her, right? Because of culture.
There's more to it, but it started with like it all branched from the Chetna thing. But then obviously with Ryan, because he voiced that, they had a big problem with him getting into their internal affairs.
Oh yeah, they're like
they started blasting him, being like, you know what I mean? Because Ryan was voicing that opinion that he's like, this is fucked.
Yeah.
And he has a big following in North America.
He has a very big reach.
To be honest, Pro Panja, yes, Pro Panja is a big league, the biggest in the world right now. But they only really are in India.
Yeah, and they brought Ryan in for a reason at first, right? And I know Matt Connolly was doing announcing because they want it done in English so the viewers here can watch it. I actually watched the Pro Panja. I fucking love it. I actually was like, I fucking loved it. And they would go to the little village and they'd go to Buddy's house and shit. Like I seen some storyline and shit. Like I liked it. I thought it reminded me of like WAL days.
Yep.
Right? It really did. It really did.
You know what? Pro Panja, WAF, all these organizations that think they can control you and tell you what you can and cannot do, they need to just shut the fuck up, put their events on, and promote their people. And you know what? Like you were saying in the one that Ryan was talking about Chetna, I seen that where she wanted to go up against some high-ranked North American pullers, like really high-ranked North American pullers.
They couldn't.
And, they weren't letting her. But like all that does is bring more eyes to your freaking event.
Yeah,
because now the Pro Panja puller, man, we better start paying attention more to these Pro Panja pullers, and start watching this stuff because these guys are coming in strong. Or WAF.
Raul Panicar, right here, right now.
Yep, I think you got
That's
something.
the top 70 kg puller in India.
Well, you know what's going to end up coming is Palco, buddy. You just keep training for Pound Town. It's coming. No, it's in the air, man. It's buzzing. I don't know. I think it's like in the next year, I think.
Ask anybody who felt me on the weekend, a couple weekends ago, how I'm feeling, because I don't actually know.
I was told by a couple people, actually. Yep. So.
Was I feeling good?
Apparently, yes. You were surprisingly strong and stronger than some people that were a lot heavier than you. So that's what I was told. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and by multiple people.
Back the other day. Yeah, he's feeling strong.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Cody, for lying.
He's feeling pretty strong.
Did you really give it to him, Zach?
Really strong.
Cody felt Zach. No, I'm getting you back, asshole. Yeah.
Hey, I don't mind.
I
don't
know.
mind.
I know. Yeah, we got Nick Abel. Look, hey, buddy, congrats. You got a match, right? He's pulling at the little armbender same day as our event.
Yep.
Who's this
Yes, he
guy
is.
Nick's pulling? Did you get a good look at him? I didn't know the name, I don't think.
Oh, I got it right here. One sec. Right there.
We should see it. Talk about it for a sec. Let's give our brother Nick some love.
Hell yeah.
I know that I was excited to see him on the list because, it seems like, I don't know what the fuck, man. All these events, I expected Nick to have more matches. It seems like he gets ducked a lot. Like if people are just ducking him or what? Trying to hold their rankings. Is that what it is? So Nick's coming for you guys. Yeah.
It's just everyone's like, oh.
Where is he? Where is he?
I don't know. He's pulling sixth match, I think. The sixth match, I think I've seen him.
No.
I swear I
did see it. This is the wrong post.
He doesn't. But I swear I seen him on the list just the other day.
I swear I did too.
I'm not lying.
Nick, I think they posted a picture with your name on it and then got rid of it. I swear I saw it too.
Well, if he's not going there, then why isn't he coming to ours?
I'm pretty sure he has something that day. I remember
there's something the 2030's got something. I think he's probably just gonna go watch. He's probably
Maybe
just
it's
going
on the 23rd. He's got a match. Aw. My little grandson's watching the podcast right now. Bree just sent me a picture of Orange reaching out at the screen because I'm on the screen. And
your grandson?
Yeah, he's reaching for my face on the screen because he sees me. Yeah, my grandson.
Well, yeah,
I love you, little guy.
Maybe he's probably going to go to the little bender.
I think it was a little bender.
He said invite me. He said invite me. At the bottom there, bottom first chat.
Yeah, I will.
Invite? He's been invited. He's been invited. You wanted to get him a match at one point.
Yes, definitely.
You're definitely invited, Nick.
Yeah,
I think he wants to be invited into onto the call. But yes, he's definitely invited to our event.
I thought he meant to the event. I'm like, you're invited, what? And that makes sense.
Zach's like, you're invited. I'm like, I don't think that's what he meant, Zach.
So you're like, what do you mean? You're totally invited. Did Brian say you're not invited?
No way. I had him a match against Dustin Ramusin.
No, he's talking about being invited into the call.
Oh, I invited him. Yeah.
That's why but I thought he was talking about the same thing you. That's why I was like,
there he is.
You did invite you.
There he is.
Yeah.
I swear, you're trying to tell me you don't have a match coming up?
Oh, okay. You want the background story?
Yeah, I seen you against somebody. I swear on the little arm.
Give us the TLDR.
So I originally had a match with Shane Palmer from Idaho.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what has happened was that I couldn't get the weeks off for my matches from work.
Oh.
And so I had to make a big boy decision, and I decided to get a new job finally. So I had now I start that job next Tuesday, but I'll have Saturday and Sundays off. So I already told Shane I wasn't gonna make it before I got the job offer. So I'm gonna make an appearance up there, but I probably won't pull anybody. But I mean, it is what it is. But
you need weekends off anyway. You were working every fucking weekend. Right?
Oh yeah, and I mean I've had a big meeting with my CEOs and stuff, and I had a package deal. They agreed to a couple, but one end just wasn't met. So I told them, well, I gotta go move on because like I told them, I was like, this is preventing my arm wrestling career that I'm trying to build and stuff. It's like I'm missing out matches and tournaments and stuff. So it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do for work?
Right now, I'm currently a beer merchandiser.
Okay.
So I go to different stores, but I'm gonna be starting to work with Dalton, and I'm gonna learn how to paint and stuff. So I'm really excited for that.
I used to paint and decorate like houses. No.
Yep.
I did
So
that for years.
I'm really excited for that. So I'll get a better opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
But don't worry, you be seeing me pulling soon. Don't worry. I know y'all miss me.
Well, we're just waiting for you to get up here and come to Alberta.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Don't worry. Me and Dalton are gonna come up there to see you, Cody. Don't worry.
Yep.
Hey, he right now he's. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say anything because
Yeah,
nothing's confirmed yet.
I know, but I don't know. You might have your hands full with Dalton than you think.
I think they both are different pullers, so it's pretty curious. I'm pretty curious on that match.
I mean, we've been studying Cody's pulling side, so I mean, we know the one lane.
Hey,
We know the lane.
study all you want.
Yeah, you
Oh,
know
it's
what?
fun.
It kind of is one lane, but it is a solid lane.
You're almost like a Ben Brooks. You're almost like a Ben Brooks.
Yeah,
I'd say I got a top roll. I got a king's move. I got an open-handed top roll. I got a hook. I can press. I got a lot on my left.
You used to be a flop presser.
So you described it, Ben Brooks.
Yeah, Ben Brooks does
You
everything.
just described it, Ben Brooks.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No.
That is
So
fair.
how's Ben? Have you pulled with Ben lately, Nick?
The last time I pulled Ben was at the first little bender. And I was able to stop him with my left hook. And then he ended up like surging so hard on the table, we ripped a platform on that platform of that day. Everyone thought I broke my arm, and I'm just like, I'm holding on.
Well,
I do got a question. Did you guys study Nick Mode?
Oh fuck. We tried everything.
It didn't look like it.
We tried fucking everything. I was like, hey, just no strap game with that guy. Fuck that. That man, I think he'd be able to beat you and Dalton at the same day.
I don't know.
He did look pretty- he did look
There's
pretty
been a few people that have pulled him. Like I know someone that's pulled him and pulled me, and they say they think he has a bit more hand than I do, but I got more power than he does.
He does have a strong hand. That is one thing, though.
Chuck beat him. Chuck beat him that day, though.
Yeah.
I know it was after 2 matches.
Well, with that.
Yeah.
I know. And then Brandon almost had a pin on him. Fuck. It was so close. It was inches away from the pad. It was inches.
Damn.
Well, I seen Ben pull in Lethbridge at the Christmas party. You should have came to that. That would have been cool. Yeah.
Well, I might be able to now that I got weekends off.
Yeah. Well, that's just it, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, because he
This
came down.
year's Christmas party at Lethbridge won't be a tournament. It'll just be a party.
Yeah, this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not doing one in October, but they'll do a Christmas one.
Yeah.
And have you guys talked to the certain person yet about him saying yes and stuff? If he can get the proper paperwork and stuff?
Who, me?
Like, have you guys talked to? No, like, were you with him, like, in contact in Dion?
Yeah, but he can use his ID. You know what? You can use your birth certificate and your fucking state ID.
That's what.
No, I'm not gonna say it. There's other things.
Yeah. No, somebody did. Ben Brooks did that. That's how he went to Lethbridge. He just used his ID. He didn't have a passport. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's just a day trip, a lot of the time they're not too bad at the border. I've known like 5 people so far that have done it.
You know, Dale did it for the garage.
Yeah. Yes, I know 2 people. The other 3 I just forgot.
I'm curious. Did Dalton beat Joe Fear on the left?
They honestly haven't gripped up before.
Well, what Leif and him are pulling right or left?
Leif and
left.
Joe are pulling right arm.
The right arm.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Joe and Leif are pulling right.
Who you got on that match? I got Leif a little bit favored in my mind, but
well, Dalton also has Leif on the left.
Yeah. No, I know. I think the Joe Leif match, though, I do got Leif being too powerful.
I think I got Leif winning both of those.
I think Joe's more versatile, though, as an arm wrestler than Leif, but I think Leif's just going to be too much.
I think the power's like this.
That's what I think it is. That's what I think, too. Even though Joe's huge.
with those two, it's going to be depend on the go and who has.
Yeah,
Which
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
The
I
Joe
agree.
can get enough speed going.
I just have a lot of confidence in Leif's hand, just his wrist.
Well, when I was down there with Matt, I was watching. Leif looked the strongest out of everyone there.
oh yeah.
When I didn't really get to pull him, but when I felt his hand, it felt like feeling my own hand. And that was what, 2 years ago?
That's pretty retarded.
Yeah, it's a big.
You know what?
Like my hand felt a little bigger, a little bit fatter at the time, but like it was weird feeling a hand similar to my own. Like it was, you know what
Same with me, Brian. When I feel somebody who has a small hand like me, I'm like, there's no way I'm getting this much grip.
I mean?
I'm invincible.
Yeah.
Well, at least biggest weakness is him squeezing a lot.
Yeah, squeezing. Yeah.
Definitely in the straps. I noticed that because when we went in straps, I was actually able to hold on because he was squeezing so hard on me. I was like, what the heck?
I don't know why he's got natural instinct. It looks like because I've noticed too. It looks like he's always holding on.
Yeah.
Working out, lifting weights. The harder you squeeze, the better grip you get when you lift stuff, right? So.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he is.
I give the harder to win on both hands. Okay. I think Leif's going to win left and right hand out of these two matches.
Man.
Who's he pulling on the left?
Cody.
I think he's probably the slight
Who's
favorite.
Leif pulling left?
Dalton. On the number 1 spot.
I don't know how Leif is left. I just know his right felt fucking strong just by just shaking his hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the right, I'd give Leif the advantage, but left, I don't know. Dalton's left is looking really good.
Dalton's fucking explosive as fuck. Like, you know, like if he's confident and he feels
the thing is, I gripped up with Dalton left.
Yeah.
And my arm's strong enough to feel how strong he is, if that makes sense.
Did you see what he did to Ben? Was it Ben Brooks that he destroyed that way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Dalton's got a lot of power on the left arm.
Yeah, it fucking sucks during training and practice.
Yeah. No, he definitely looks good, man.
Him now.
Just like most people, when he loses connection to the hand, his power drops significantly. But that's 95%.
Do you think he's a left? Do you think he's a
Very
natural lefty?
Unlock as soon as they lose their hand, right?
Because he's had better showings on his left than his right by far.
Oh,
yeah. But
well, I think he's gonna live or die by his hand.
Corbin right hand though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went through Corbin.
Yeah.
That was the first day he ever tried pressing. I was like, "What the fuck you mean?"
Like
it just felt great. And I was
like,
well, compared to let's say when we were up there doing the last arm bender to now, how much better do you think his left arm's gotten?
Well, he rested for like a good solid 3 weeks, and then he came back fresher than fuck.
Yeah, that happens.
And I mean, he has great connection right now. Like we've been working on all the weaknesses that I've been noticing, and then like we've developed two-hand work now. So he's constantly asking two people to use two hands and then a band. So I mean, the man.
Careful.
Oh yeah, believe me. There's times where we don't do that because
the two-hand you got to really trust them because if they crank him a little bit, then he can get hurt.
Oh yeah, no, he only goes to the people that he knows
trust. Yeah.
And work because I've showed him both ways that you can do it.
I like the band myself.
And like, don't get me wrong, me and him are pretty close to the same kind of puller. We're both very much power-based pullers.
Yeah.
Cody, do you want the truth?
Go ahead.
He's got a slightly stronger hand. You have a stronger arm.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But I think
as of 1 month ago, on the left, when I felt his hand, I'd say his hand is stronger than yours, but your arm is stronger than his. But the ratio of what's stronger than what, I'd say your arm is stronger than his hand is stronger, if that makes sense.
Your arm's really strong, Cody. I can say
and
that.
See, the thing is, the hand is you can easily cancel out the hand.
You can.
Just by doing a rollout or something, right?
Or the strap.
There's many ways to beat a hand. Strap as well, yeah. I'm just saying from just raw power for what I felt from both of you guys, I'd say his hand is a little stronger, but your arm is definitely like your arm might open more than his, Cody, But once yours open, your lock is better than his, where Dalton doesn't open as much. But I think once he does open, it's kind of over. You type of thing where he's super strong until it starts to fail, where you're strong, but then you actually get stronger once it settles.
But are you fast enough, though, Cody? That's the question.
It's going to be. That's why I think Dalton could be a fun match, man.
Speed. I think you lose on speed.
Speed would help both of you in that circumstance. I'm not kidding. Like, it would help Cody to catch it higher. It would help Dalton to get it lower. It's probably going to go here. It's just, is it going to go here? Is it going to go here? Is it going to go here? Where here is it going to go?
Have the better keen move at the end.
Yeah.
Pardon?
And the thing is, Cody actually has the ability. Cody has the ability to surge from here really hard. He just chooses not to because I think he doesn't want to burn himself out. But if he was in like the last round of a match and he was pulled out here, I guarantee you Cody can surge like this and get a pin like that. Now, it might wreck his elbow for the rest of the match, but I feel like he honestly has enough integrity to just, from here, surge over. Just not the smartest move to do.
That's what Dalton used to do in the beginning.
And guys that are strong like that are the guys that you get in burners, and then that's where you're like, okay, you just got to wait till the gas tanks start going down.
I also want to see a Dalton versus Tim Lewis, fresh for fresh.
That'd be a fun match too. That'd be a hard one for Dalton because Tim's hand would fail, but the arm would be really hard for him to get past.
I mean,
you'd have to just like out climb the strap and just get fucking Tim so far down that he can like come in and press or something.
There's better people. I was kidding. No, I mean,
he's literally the gatekeeper.
Armbender, though. He did say that he was fresher than Dalton, but he was able to hold on and beat him.
Well, see, the thing is, even before he came down to the armbender, I saw him that day that he drove down because he came over back to because he came to the tournament and he was going to stay in Red Deer, but the tournament was taking so goddamn long that he's like, do you guys care if I just go to Montana for the armbender? We're like, go, man, go. And freaking no, he was even saying the next day, he's like, dude, my arms are fucked. Yeah. After our match, he's like normally after super matches, I'm perfectly fine. I can go and start training like 100%. He said I can't do that right now. He went to the Montana armbender, pulled some more, which beat him up even more. But yeah, even at the day after our match, when I was talking to him, he was saying his arm was messed right up.
Really?
So was my arm. My arm was messed right up, dude. After we were done pulling, my forearm was like a bluey purple color.
I was gonna say it was like noticeably bigger, and it was like purple and blue.
The fuck were you doing?
Pumped,
dude. He is strong as shit, man.
Fuck. All that Cephnol going to your arm, huh?
Oh yeah.
No Cephnol.
Purple.
Dude, it was insane. I've never got a pump from an arm wrestling match like that besides pulling Devin. And that was in the chest one because I was pressing.
Only super pumped is when I have back-to-back matches, I swear. That's what happened at Miles City. I had like 5 back-to-back matches. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've done 2 matches back-to-back. Never really done more than 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I just hop in so many classes sometimes and they're just right back-to-back. Oh, my damn it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, yeah. No, but I'll make a weird surprise visit up to Little Bender and I'm after pull people.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell Dalton I'm going to tune in and watch him lose.
Oh. I think me and him were talking. He's all like, I want him to watch.
It's fair.
Man. You know.
You guys were saying that you want me to watch?
You're getting a message if he beats him. You know that, right?
Hey, if he beats him, he messes me up. If he loses, he messes me up.
That's funny.
No matter what, send that message.
Send that message. I'll be waiting.
See, Miles Hutton said he knows who's going to win the #1 spot. But he won't tell us who, because someone said, let's hear it, Miles. And he hasn't told us yet who's going to win #1.
He ain't going to say.
Hey, Oren said Papa. When he listened, he went, Papa. Yeah.
That's
Said that he
awesome.
said my name. Yeah, that's awesome. Now I feel bad, like I gotta leave and go see my grandkid right now.
Well, I gotta get going here right away. Anyways, like, right away.
Oh well, listen, Miles, I can't tell you. You have to tune in Saturday on
Yeah.
the 30th and watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still gonna
Oh,
watch, but I just want your opinion.
okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What did you ask? What was the question I missed? Real quick,
Well, we were talking about Dalton Waller versus what's his nuts,
Ben.
and then Miles said he knows who's going to win the number one spot.
Oh, he knows. Okay. Okay.
He already paid
They
the
haven't
guys
told
off.
yet, but he knows. So he has a
Miles,
strong
Miles is
opinion, I
picking
guess.
himself. He's picking himself. That's who it is. He
Yeah.
knows he's picking
He
himself.
won't be there. Yeah.
I know. I know.
He's
He
at
won't.
our event. Yeah. But you know what? That would, you know what? I'm not mad at Josh or anything. But at first, I was like, why would you make your little armbender the same fucking day as our event? Like, I'd much rather study or do a live commentary on the little armbender. Like, if it was a
Yeah,
different week.
we're not gonna be able to watch it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, but I'll be watching it afterwards, like for sure.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. It's all good. Hey, you seen the judge is coming to Montana in February, boys. Hey, I'll get to see you then, Nick.
Yeah, me. You're going up against me.
No, I'm not. No, I don't know. I can't. Well, I can't even say who my match is. But actually, I'm hoping you're not that good of friends with him, so you come over to my corner. So,
Well, it has to be important because
it's
it probably
important.
be on. It probably be on my wedding anniversary again.
Oh no! Well, on
Again?
It's always been on my wedding anniversary.
Always on the freaking wedding
Valentine's
anniversary.
Day last. It was Valentine's Day, but I seen you Valentine's Day in Helena. Remember we hung out?
I know that was important. I had to go up against Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm getting my rematch.
All you got to tell the wife is, "Hey, babe, we're going to have many anniversaries. I'm not going to have many armbanders."
No, we're gonna have a very large anniversary. There's gonna be tons of people everywhere. They're gonna be celebrating. They're gonna be screaming, hollering.
Now listen. I already had to talk with her. She says it has to be a good match, just not with Dion again. Well, I was like, I know that. She told me though it has to be important because it's on that special day. I'm like, oh.
Oh yeah. Well, I hope that you're. Did you? You know what? Is there a chance you're on that card?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't honestly. I
I
haven't
hope you are.
this year, so
Oh,
I'm just in the shadows, training, getting fucking big and strong. I'm almost close to not being 154 anymore. So
yeah. You might have to. Yeah, you might be a 176er eventually.
I mean, everyone wants me to be that.
Well, if you can, you can go balls to the wall, bro. Like you know what I mean? Yeah. So it might be good for you down the road, man. That's a good class with your speed too. You can do some damage at that weight. So, but okay, guys. Yeah, fuck, man. It was a good pod. Yeah, I know it went all over the place. People came and left, and everyone seems to have problems with their phones and shit. Fucking phones. And and I'm replacing my other phone. So Zach, you know what? I might just give it to you as a backup. Yeah, because you can hook Wi-Fi up to it. Yeah. So yeah, I was just thinking I'm going to replace it because the screen's a little cracked, but it works good and it's fast. You know what I mean? It's a Huawei. It's a Chinese one, Huawei one. Yeah, wow, a Huawei.
You can't even buy Huawei in Canada anymore.
No, no, you can't at the Chinese market. Is there? I see them today for sale. Yeah.
Well, that's because they were found to be the Chinese, because they're Chinese owned company, and they're being hacked on, like spied on.
Oh, I know. The Chinese got all our data.
Chinese ain't getting no money off my information. Good luck. Waste your time.
That arm wrestling guy, I forget his name, just had a big ass conspiracy video he posted today about data centers and shit, and how we won't even be arm wrestling by 2030. Yeah, because we'll be just trying to survive by then because of the great replacement theory. It was an interesting video. Yeah. Is that that bald arm wrestler? He's like a bald guy, like a 176 bald guy. He always does these videos on training and stuff. I forget his name though. Anyway,
just yeah, it's a little too vague, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's
Send me the link. Send me a link to one of his videos because I want to look at. I want to watch this.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, did you guys get the flag that I gave Zach?
Yeah, I have it right there.
All right.
If we got a flag?
Oh yeah, signed and everything.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
I told you.
Congrats.
Yeah.
What's the flag of?
My finger.
Yeah.
It's from the strongest.
Ow!
Is it your club?
No, it's the second. Remember the second flag that I got from the VIP event at East
Oh
First?
yeah.
I mentioned it to Brian when he gave it to me.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Even gave Zach an East First West jersey too.
Fuck.
I got that here too.
Too bad you're tiny.
That was the hardest decision because I had to go through all of them, but he wasn't getting none of my OG ones though. I was like, nah.
Yeah, you collect jerseys. Yeah, we got new jerseys, man. Fuck, I should have got one with your name on it right away. I don't have your name on one.
Man.
We got one
what?
for you. We got one for you.
That jersey that you gave Zach, I also have that jersey. The only difference about mine is a match worn by Matt Mask.
Yeah, because he wore it. Matt won. Yeah, wore that during the match. Yeah. No, that's pretty. You lucky fuckers, make me all jealous. Well, the next time you get some fucking signed shit, Nick, it's coming here. I need one now.
I do have still not looking at it yet.
I'm such a big motherfucker, though. So as far as jerseys,
I gotta get Matt to sign it, and then I'm gonna frame it.
Yeah, you should. You should. Why not?
It's put away in my closet. I'm finding it.
Oh, you're good, Zach. You're good.
I didn't want it to get like crinkled or anything, so I packed it away. I thought I put it.
Okay, well, Brian, I got a header. See you later, guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of the podcast, however long it goes. And everybody, make sure you like and subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, well,
it's kicking around.
I don't really have much else either, guys. Is there anything you got anything you wanted to talk about? Oh, well, there it is.
Look at that bad boy.
I got that. Do I have that poster?
I think you do, and then I have.
Yeah, I think I have a poster of that, but not on a shirt. Yeah.
The red one's nice.
Nice. I don't know.
I got
That's
way
awesome.
more, but that's in the deeps of my closet.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You got a collection, buddy. Fuck yeah. Well, that's awesome, bro. Awesome. Well, hopefully we see you. That Big Sky Games is in September, though, right?
No.
Why did I see a poster for September?
That's Montana State Championships is in September.
Oh, so the Big Sky Games is in July?
Yep.
Okay. And is that a decent sized event?
I mean, kind of, sorta, but it's kind of like an event where like a bunch of new people that get interested in arm wrestling do that one.
Oh,
and
okay.
Sometimes, like the past couple have felt like a practice because we've been going up against some of the people in our club, so we just been doing like other weight classes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to wait and do one, I would recommend the Montana State Championships because there would be money on the line.
That one's in September.
Yeah, September 12th. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I seen a poster for that one. Yeah. I thought I got it confused with the Big Sky Games.
Yeah, and I mean, like with Montana State Championships, we have like Washington people, North and South Dakota,
probably Idaho,
Wyoming, Idaho.
Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah.
And then I know that one of the left bridge guys, I can't remember, Ty. I think it was Ty.
Ty Sokol, yeah. Is that the one that he went to?
Yep.
That time he pulled Clifton? Yeah.
Tom Vieira really liked Ty a lot.
Ty was amazing, man. I miss him. Good friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, Ty is amazing. Yeah, one of the best arm wrestlers I ever gripped up with on the table.
Oh yeah, he was crazy. I always liked it because he arm wrestled in flip flops.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he could top roll, he could press, he could hook, he could that guy could go anywhere on the table. Yes, really good, really good. But anyway, but okay, guys. Well, have a good night. I'm coming to Red Deer tomorrow. Are you working tomorrow, Zach? I know you guys got practice. I probably won't be able to make it till practice, but I'll give you. Well, because I might be coming early. But either way, I'll message you when I'm down and see. I don't know if you're working or not, but
I work till 12:30.
oh, do you? Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I want to drop off a bunch of shit at Cody's house sometime or another, just for the event. Like, why not bring it down? And then that way you guys can get your jerseys too. And then I'm gonna go gold panning for a few hours. So, but anyway, either way, maybe I'll see you anyway. I'll let you know when I come. Yeah, for sure, brother.
Okay, brother.
And yeah, good seeing you, Nick. Thanks for coming on, talking with us, brother. And yeah, just keep kicking ass, man.
I will. I promise. All righty.
All righty. You guys have a great night.